Have you ever felt as if life is moving on without you, leaving your dreams behind? Picture waking up with a clear sense of direction and a strong belief that good things are headed your way. In this video, you will learn practical steps to harness the law of attraction and create real change every day. You will find out how to focus your mind on what truly matters, quiet the doubt that holds you back, and build simple habits that lead to success. No fancy tools or special training required, just effort and an open heart. You will hear ideas that connect with your deepest hopes, spark your passion, and guide your actions toward real results. Stay with us to uncover how shifting your thoughts can transform your energy, boost your confidence, and unlock a life you love right now, with energy driving you. Ready to take that first step. Chapter 1. Believe fully in what you truly desire now. If there is one principle that can open the door to transformation, it's this: believe fully in what you truly desire now. Not later. Not when things feel perfect. Not when you finally feel ready. Now. Right now. Because belief is not a passive wish, and it's not a vague hope. It's a clear inner decision. It's the moment you stop doubting yourself, and you start acting like the person who deserves everything you say you want. This is where your journey with the law of attraction begins, not with a wish, but with a commitment to believe fully. Most people delay belief. They wait for outside proof before they allow themselves to feel deserving. They hold back their conviction until results appear. But that's backward. The truth is, your results follow your belief. Your outer world bends to the shape of your inner certainty. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you're worthy of. And belief is a choice you can make right now. You can choose to believe that you are capable. You can choose to believe that your desires matter. You can choose to believe that your goals are not only possible, they are already on the way. This kind of belief isn't based on logic or evidence. It's built on self-trust. It's the kind of belief that sees beyond current circumstances and focuses on what's possible. It doesn't rely on approval from others. It doesn't need permission. It's private. It's internal. It's personal. When you begin to believe in your desires like this, you create a shift in your energy. You walk differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself with direction, not desperation. This internal change is what begins to pull circumstances, people, and opportunities into your life that align with your vision. But here's the truth: believing fully takes courage. Because it requires you to abandon the comfort of excuses. It means you stop waiting for the perfect moment, and you start moving. It means you stop asking, "What if it doesn't work?" and start asking, "What if it does?" When you believe in what you desire, you stop protecting yourself from failure and start committing yourself to the process. You develop the resilience to face rejection without losing your enthusiasm. You create the discipline to show up daily, even when progress feels invisible. You also stop apologizing for your ambition. Too many people lower their vision because they're afraid of being judged for wanting more. But belief doesn't shrink to fit others' opinions. It stands tall in silence. It doesn't broadcast its intent, but it never backs down. When you believe fully, you don't need to explain yourself. You're too focused on building your future. You start surrounding yourself with better habits, stronger thoughts, and more aligned actions. You begin to live as if what you want is already yours, not out of fantasy, but out of responsibility. Because if you truly believe, then you act like it. The law of attraction responds not to empty words, but to deep inner certainty. This certainty shapes your choices. It helps you say no to distractions and yes to progress. It pushes you to speak your goals with conviction, to show up even when it's hard, and to do the work that others avoid. Because believing fully means behaving consistently, and consistency is what magnetizes your life. It's the quiet proof that you mean what you say. This belief also gives you clarity. You no longer waste time on what doesn't serve you. You stop living on autopilot. You stop making decisions out of fear. You become more selective with how you use your time, where you put your energy, and who you surround yourself with. You're no longer chasing approval. You're chasing purpose. You begin to build a life that matches your desire, not your doubt. Belief isn't about arrogance. It's about alignment. It's about knowing who you are and acting accordingly. When you believe fully in what you desire, you stop negotiating with your fears. You stop hesitating at the edge of your potential. You start stepping into your responsibility. That belief becomes your foundation. It steadies you through failure. It anchors you during uncertainty, and it keeps you focused when life gets noisy. To apply this, begin with clarity. What do you truly desire right now? Be honest. Don't filter it. Don't shrink it. Don't try to make it sound reasonable. Just write it down. One desire, one goal, something that matters deeply to you, something that you've been thinking about but maybe haven't fully owned. Now look at that desire and ask yourself, do I believe I can have this? If the answer is anything less than yes, you have work to do, not in the world but in your mind. Start building that belief brick by brick. Speak about your desire in the present tense. Replace self-doubt with self-instruction. Say, I am becoming the kind of person who lives this reality. Then back it up with action. Small steps done consistently create massive belief. Every time you show up, even when it's hard, you reinforce the idea that you're serious. That belief begins to harden into identity. You're no longer pretending, you're becoming. Also eliminate anything that weakens your belief. That includes negative conversations, toxic people, or habits that numb your potential. Guard your environment like your future depends on it, because it does. Your belief grows stronger when it's nurtured by discipline, clarity, and action. This is not about wishing, it's about deciding. Belief is not just a mindset, it's a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows through effort, not comfort. When you start living from belief, something subtle but powerful happens. You stop feeling like a victim of life. You stop waiting to be chosen. You choose yourself. You start living in a way that commands energy, instead of begging for it. You stop reacting, and you start directing. This doesn't mean everything becomes easy, but it does mean you become stronger. Because you're no longer afraid of the work. You're not afraid of slow days. You're not afraid of being alone on the path. You believe in what you desire, so fully that temporary discomfort no longer scares you. And finally, remind yourself every day, belief is not a one-time decision. It's a practice. Some days it will be easy, other days it will be a battle. But the only thing that matters is that you return to your vision, that you return to your decision, that you recommit to what you want, even if it's hard, even if you don't feel ready. You don't need to feel ready. You need to feel responsible. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. The power of the law of attraction begins here, with belief. If you don't believe, you won't try. And if you don't try, you'll never know what was possible. But if you choose to believe now, fully, completely, without hesitation, you give yourself a real chance to change everything. You start attracting not just outcomes, but the kind of life that reflects who you really are. Believe fully in what you truly desire. Now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Because everything changes the moment you do. Chapter 2. Visualize your goals clearly every single morning. Every morning you wake up is another opportunity to take control of your life and build the future you want. And that begins with seeing it clearly in your mind before it exists in reality. If you can't see it internally, you'll never create it externally. You must take full ownership of your vision the moment your eyes open. Before distractions creep in, before the day pulls you in 1,000 directions, take that moment to connect with your goals as if they are already unfolding. This is not a ritual for dreamers, it's a discipline for achievers. Visualization is how you train your mind to lead your body, and how you build your future from the inside out. If your goals are vague, your life will be vague. If your direction is unclear, your actions will be scattered. But when you see what you want in vivid detail, your mind sharpens, your steps become intentional, and your behavior begins to match the future you're aiming for. Visualizing your goals every single morning puts you in charge of your life, instead of letting the outside world decide who you become. The truth is, most people react to life. They scroll, they rush, they wake up in a haze, already behind, already anxious. That's not how your life transforms. You must begin each day as a leader of your own mind. This means no more waking up and wandering. No more starting your day with noise. No more letting the chaos of life choose your mindset. You don't start your day by checking messages. You start by checking your mission. You start by getting still. You sit, you close your eyes, and you picture it clearly. Where are you going? What does your life look like once you've created what you want? What does success feel like when it's real? You must see it as if you're already living it. Not someday, now. You walk through it in your mind like it's already yours. You imagine every detail, how you look, how you speak, how you think, how you carry yourself. That clarity sets the tone for everything else you do. When you visualize your goals with purpose, you train your brain to work in alignment with what you want. You eliminate resistance because your mind no longer questions whether it's possible. It begins to expect it. You're no longer acting out of desperation or uncertainty. You're acting from alignment. You stop wasting time on things that don't move you forward. You begin choosing thoughts, habits, and actions that match your goals, because you've already seen the outcome so many times it starts to feel normal. This is how greatness is created, not by accident, but by design. Every morning that you visualize with intention, you build internal certainty. You don't just hope it happens, you know where you're going. That certainty makes you powerful. It helps you push through resistance. It keeps you focused when distractions show up. It gives you fuel when things get hard. Your vision becomes your mental anchor. On days when you feel tired or discouraged, that internal picture reminds you why you started. It reminds you of the life you're creating, and that reminder is what pulls you through discomfort without giving up. You don't visualize once in a while, you do it daily. Because repetition is what rewires your mind. Just like you don't train your body once and expect to be strong, you don't visualize once and expect your life to change. You need to build the mental habit of clarity. You need to condition your focus every morning so your mind stops drifting back to doubt. This is not a luxury, it's a responsibility. You owe it to yourself to see the life you want before anyone else believes in it. You must believe first. You must feel it first. You must lead yourself with vision, even when there's no evidence yet. This isn't about fantasy or escape. It's about programming your mind to become familiar with success, because your brain will always try to return to what it knows. If you only think about problems, that becomes your default. But if you train yourself to focus on your goals with precision and repetition, your brain starts to treat that vision as familiar. It starts working to close the gap between your current reality and your imagined future. You begin attracting people, ideas, and situations that match what you've been focusing on. That's not magic. That's how your attention creates your world. But you must be deliberate. You must be specific. Don't just say you want success. Visualize what that success looks like in your career, in your health, in your relationships. Don't just say you want peace. See yourself waking up calm, handling challenges with strength, moving through the day with control. Don't just say you want wealth. Picture how you earn, how you manage, how you invest. Make it real. Make it yours. Vague goals produce vague lives. Specific vision produces specific results, and that specificity starts with your morning focus. Some people may say this is unnecessary. That action is all that matters. But visualization is not the opposite of action. It's the preparation for aligned action. It's what keeps you disciplined when you don't feel motivated. It's what builds belief before the evidence shows up. And it's what ensures that every action you take is connected to something greater. The most successful people in the world don't leave their vision to chance. They wake up, they visualize, and they direct their day with intention. You can do the same. If you've never done this before, start simple. Each morning, find a quiet space. Sit still for 5 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Then walk through your day in your mind, but do it as the person you want to become. See yourself doing the work. See yourself handling stress with confidence. See yourself succeeding. Make the vision as vivid as possible. The more emotional intensity you bring to this, the more powerful it becomes. Feel it in your body. Let it excite you. Let it challenge you. You're not just imagining, you're creating a new standard for yourself. Then open your eyes and move forward like someone who knows where they're going. Let the clarity guide your choices. Let the vision drive your effort. And when doubts show up, and they will, return to your vision. When life gets loud and unpredictable, return to your vision. When you feel like nothing's working, return to your vision. You don't need to figure everything out right away. You just need to see where you're going and stay committed to it every day. Consistency is everything. One morning won't change your life, but 100 will. 1,000 will. Daily visualization turns your goals into expectations, and expectations shape your energy. They elevate your attitude. They create patterns of focus that transform your life from average to intentional. You're not here to survive your days. You're here to direct them. You're not here to chase goals endlessly. You're here to create alignment so that your goals start chasing you. That happens when you take your mornings seriously. So don't waste another one. Don't start your day in confusion or chaos. Start it in clarity. Give yourself 5 minutes. Give yourself the chance to build the life you've been thinking about. Because the truth is, the life you want is already forming in your mind. And if you can see it every day with full conviction, it's only a matter of time before you live it. Chapter 3. Speak your dreams out loud with full confidence. Your voice has power far beyond what you've been taught to believe. It's not just a tool for communication, it's a declaration to yourself and to the world about who you are becoming. When you speak your dreams out loud with full confidence, you are not simply stating a wish, you are giving life to your vision. You are taking an invisible thought and pulling it into physical existence through your words. And that act, done consistently and with certainty, reshapes your self-image, trains your subconscious, and builds a deep internal conviction that you are capable of achieving what others may call impossible. Keeping your dreams locked inside is like having a fire that never gets to burn. It might feel safe, but safety doesn't build greatness. When you dare to speak your dreams out loud, especially when no one else understands them yet, you are building a foundation of courage. You are telling yourself, this matters. You are no longer treating your vision like a secret. You're honoring it by giving it a voice. And in that process, you shift from merely hoping to becoming. Confidence in your dream begins with how you talk about it. Not someday, not maybe, but now. You speak as if it's already unfolding. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the perfect timing. You speak with conviction, even if your voice shakes. And each time you do, that confidence compounds, your belief strengthens, your internal resistance weakens. You begin to see that you don't need anyone to agree with you before you move forward. You only need the discipline to affirm your dream consistently until your reality catches up. What you say out loud shapes your mindset. Your words are instructions to your brain. They are commands that build mental patterns. If you keep speaking limitations, you'll stay limited. But if you train yourself to speak possibility with clarity and courage, you begin to condition yourself for progress. This is not about fake positivity. It's about rewiring your internal dialogue through bold speech. Even when nothing has changed outside, the moment you change the tone and certainty of your words, everything inside begins to shift. The world will not always support your dreams. That's reality. People will doubt you. Some will laugh. Others will ignore you. But your dream doesn't need everyone's validation to become real. It only needs your consistent voice. If you stay silent out of fear, you train your mind to shrink. But when you speak your goals without hesitation, even in the face of doubt, you strengthen your emotional endurance. You learn to stand by your vision, even when it's uncomfortable. And over time, that quiet strength becomes unshakable. Speaking your dreams also aligns your actions. The more you say something out loud, the more you start to live in alignment with it. Your decisions begin to follow your declarations. You become less tolerant of excuses. You stop surrounding yourself with people who pull you away from what you've committed to. You begin showing up differently, not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because your words are now guiding your behavior. You've spoken it. You've made it real. And now your actions are required to follow. Confidence is not given to you. It's built by how you show up. And one of the fastest ways to grow your inner strength is to speak about what you want with energy, clarity, and truth. You don't have to yell. You don't have to prove anything. But you do have to own it. You do have to stop whispering about your dreams like they're a burden. You speak them as if they're already yours. That self-commitment creates momentum that silence never will. Some people are afraid to say their goals out loud because they fear failure. They think, what if I say it and I don't achieve it? But that mindset guarantees hesitation. Growth doesn't come from trying to avoid failure. It comes from daring to believe loudly. You don't build resilience by staying quiet. You build it by owning your direction fully. Your future is shaped more by the words you say to yourself and about yourself than by anything outside of you. Every word you speak either reinforces who you're becoming or undermines it. You get to choose which path you commit to daily. When you speak your dreams with confidence, you also give others permission to do the same. You become a source of strength. People feel your clarity. They feel your energy. And even if they don't say it, they are watching how you carry your vision. Your voice becomes a standard, a reminder that belief is a choice, and confidence is a practice. Your words become a form of leadership, not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that inspires it through quiet consistency. Make it a part of your daily discipline. Each morning, declare your vision out loud. Each night, affirm what you're building. Speak with ownership. Speak with strength, even when you're tired, even when you're unsure. Especially then, that's when it matters most. Your voice becomes your anchor. Your words become the path. And the more often you speak with courage, the less room you leave for doubt. You don't need to announce your goals to the world every day, but you do need to say them out loud to yourself with certainty. This is how you train your inner world to stay aligned with what matters. This is how you silence the noise. You become the voice you trust most, not because of how loud you are, but because of how consistent and real you are with yourself. You stop looking outside for confirmation, and instead, you build that confirmation inside through the power of repetition and belief. There will be days when the words feel heavy, when speaking your dreams feels forced. That's normal. Say them anyway, because the practice isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Over time, the discomfort fades, the resistance weakens, and your belief takes root so deeply that it no longer needs external validation. That's the point. You speak your dream until it becomes part of who you are, until your identity matches your intention, until you no longer wonder if you're on the right path, because your own voice reminds you daily. This is your life. This is your vision. Speak it into the atmosphere with clarity. Speak it like you're ready for it. Speak it like you've already grown into the version of yourself who deserves it. Don't speak from fear. Don't speak from lack. Speak from discipline, purpose, and power. Because once your voice aligns with your vision, you stop holding back. You stop shrinking. You stop hiding behind hesitation. And you start moving, building, and becoming. Use your voice. Use it with discipline. Use it with intention. Speak your future. Speak your commitment. And then let your actions match your words one day at a time. That's how the dream grows. That's how belief becomes reality. Chapter 4. Act daily as if your dream is real. If you want your dream to become real, you must begin living like it already is. No waiting. No hesitating. No asking for signs. You move with the belief that everything you desire is already yours, and your daily behavior reflects that mindset. You don't treat your dream like a fantasy. You treat it like a responsibility. And from that responsibility comes action, not random, impulsive action, but deliberate and focused moves that align with the life you are committed to building. You don't get to your dream by sitting around thinking about it. You get there by living in full alignment with it. That means your habits change. That means your standards rise. That means you stop acting like you're still hoping, and you start behaving like you're already achieving. Every small choice you make either brings you closer or pulls you further away. Acting daily like your dream is real transforms your dream into your default. You're no longer pretending. You're preparing. It's easy to say what you want. It's a completely different thing to prove it with your discipline. That's the real test. Can you show up on the days you don't feel inspired? Can you follow through on the routines that reflect your future, even while you're still grinding through the present. Those moments define your trajectory. Most people act according to how they feel, but if you want uncommon results, you must act according to who you're becoming. That means showing up with consistency, integrity, and presence, no matter what's happening around you. The person who lives as if their dream is already here doesn't wait for motivation. They rely on structure. They don't talk about commitment, they demonstrate it. They wake up with clarity, move with intention, and don't allow distractions to pull them off course. They are already living inside the reality they're building. And because they act from that place of certainty, results begin to show up, not overnight, but inevitably. You can't wait until you feel confident to act confident. You can't wait until the circumstances look perfect to move like you're in control. You must reverse it. You must move with confidence first. You must walk through your day with the energy and mindset of someone who has already won. And that shift in posture, in decision-making, in how you carry yourself, it changes everything. When your behavior rises to meet your dream, your entire life begins to elevate. There's no more "I'll start tomorrow." There's no more "when things settle down." There's only now, only the next step, only the truth that everything you want is on the other side of consistency. Your dream is not a faraway fantasy. It's a blueprint. It's a mission. And missions require movement. You can't tiptoe toward greatness. You have to step boldly and act with purpose every single day, regardless of whether anyone is watching. Every action you take is a message you send to your mind. If you act with belief, your mind follows. If you act with hesitation, your confidence erodes. You are always reinforcing something. Either the identity of someone who follows through, or the identity of someone who only talks. Don't let your habits contradict your dreams. Match them. Match them with early mornings. Match them with sharp focus. Match them with high effort, even when it's inconvenient. You are not waiting for opportunities. You are preparing for them. The doors open for those who are already walking toward them. Don't ask for clarity before taking action. Take action, and the clarity will come. That's the hidden truth about growth. It rewards the ones who move before they're fully ready. You don't evolve by staying safe. You evolve by stepping into the unknown and acting like you belong there. Every single day is a new chance to act in alignment with your future. That means saying no to what distracts you. That means organizing your time like someone who values it. That means prioritizing the hard, necessary things instead of avoiding them. It means you wake up and execute, not just imagine, because imagination without execution is delusion. But imagination with action, that's how dreams become real. Even when progress is invisible, you keep moving. Even when people don't understand, you stay committed. You don't need applause to stay disciplined. You don't need recognition to keep pushing forward. Your results are not dependent on who supports you. They're built by the choices you make when no one is around. The truth is, discipline is silent. Growth is quiet. You don't announce your greatness. You prove it through how you show up. Most people wait until the dream becomes reality before they act like it's real. But the secret is to flip it. You act like it's already done, and the world starts responding. You think differently. You carry yourself with certainty. You protect your time. You make decisions from your vision, not from your comfort. And slowly your outer world starts matching the inner standard you've been living by. That's how it works. The shift happens internally before anything shows up externally. This isn't about faking success. It's about embodying purpose. It's about choosing every single day to align your behavior with your highest values. If your dream requires focus, build focus. If it requires energy, train your body. If it requires knowledge, educate yourself. You prepare not just for what's coming, but because you know it's already here, and you're the one responsible for keeping it alive. The world does not reward potential, it rewards discipline. Everyone has potential. Few act on it, and fewer still act on it every day, relentlessly, without needing results to validate them. Be in that group. Be the one who shows up because that's who they are, not because they feel like it, not because they're being noticed, but because the dream is too important to delay. That is the mindset that creates transformation. Acting daily, as if your dream is real, creates a loop of belief. The more you act, the more you believe. The more you believe, the more you act. That loop builds momentum, and momentum makes you unstoppable. You're no longer held back by old habits, old identities, or old fears. You've replaced them with daily proof, with real evidence that you are walking the path. Not hoping, not trying, living it, owning it. So stop looking for permission. Stop waiting for things to feel easier. They won't, but you'll get stronger. Stop assuming you need to be perfect. You don't. You just need to be consistent. Every moment is a new chance to act like your dream is already unfolding. Every choice is a vote for your future. You either cast that vote through action, or you stay in the same place talking about it. Choose wisely. You already know what to do. You already have the vision. Now it's time to become it, through how you live, how you move, how you decide. Act as if your dream is real, and watch how quickly your reality starts to shift to match it. Stay committed, stay focused, stay in motion. The dream is not ahead of you, it's inside of you, waiting for your actions to set it free. Chapter 5. Focus your attention only on what you want. Your life moves in the direction of your dominant attention. Whatever you focus on consistently, whether it's what you desire or what you fear, starts to shape your thoughts, your decisions, and eventually your outcomes. Attention is energy, and energy, when applied with purpose, builds reality. That's why you must stop feeding the distractions, the doubts, and the dead-end thoughts that keep you trapped in the same cycle. You must decide to feed only what you want, not what you're trying to avoid. Most people spend their days reacting. They let their environment control their focus. One negative comment, one bad memory, one unexpected situation, and suddenly their mind spirals. They obsess over problems, worry about things that haven't happened, and replay conversations that drain their peace. That's not focus, that's mental chaos. And when your mind is in chaos, you can't create anything meaningful. You can't move forward. You can't grow. Because you're not focused on what builds, you're stuck in what breaks. You don't rise by accident. You rise by intention. That starts by choosing what deserves your full attention. Every time your mind tries to dwell on fear, you bring it back to your goals. Every time you're tempted to argue with someone who doesn't matter, you walk away and redirect. Every time you're distracted by things that don't match your vision, you say no. Not because you're running from something, but because you're moving towards something greater. Focusing only on what you want isn't delusion, it's discipline. It doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means giving your energy to solutions instead of problems. It means training your eyes to look for opportunity when others see only difficulty. It means holding your vision steady even when the world around you is uncertain. That level of focus isn't easy. It takes strength, it takes clarity, but it's worth it because nothing changes until you change your focus. You can't keep feeding your fears and expect your goals to grow. You can't keep reliving your past and expect your future to evolve. You must be deliberate about what you allow into your mind. You must be ruthless about what you give your attention to. Because your mind is fertile ground. Whatever you plant, it will grow. If you constantly focus on what's missing, you create more lack. If you direct your mind toward purpose, effort, and growth, your life begins to reflect that inner alignment. Start by catching yourself. Catch the moments when your attention drifts toward comparison, toward envy, toward regret. Those patterns weaken your power. They keep you small. Interrupt them. Redirect them. You don't have time to waste on thoughts that pull you off course. Every second you spend focused on something that doesn't matter is a second you're not building the life that does. And don't be fooled. Distraction often disguises itself as something important. Social media, overthinking, gossip, worry, perfectionism, they all pretend to matter. But they're traps. They keep your focus scattered, and a scattered focus builds scattered results. You need clarity. You need simplicity. You need the ability to say, this is where I'm going, and nothing outside of that matters right now. The most powerful people in the world are not the busiest. They're the most focused. They know what they want. They know what moves the needle. And they eliminate everything else. They don't let urgency steal their energy. They don't chase everything. They protect their focus like it's their most valuable resource. Because it is. You have that power too. You have the ability to reclaim your attention, moment by moment, thought by thought. Every morning you can decide what matters most. You can organize your environment, eliminate distractions, set your priorities, and attack your goals with sharp intensity. And when your attention starts to wander, as it will, you pull it back. Not once, not twice. Every single time, there's freedom in that level of control. Not rigidity, but purpose. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. Focus is not about intensity for a few days. It's about consistency for a lifetime. It's about waking up every day and deciding again and again that your dream is worth your attention, that your peace is worth protecting, that your time is too valuable to be wasted on anything that doesn't push you forward. When you focus only on what you want, you become magnetic. Your mind sharpens, your energy increases, your actions become aligned, and people feel that alignment. Opportunities start showing up, not by chance, but because you've trained your mind to spot them. You're no longer waiting for life to happen, you're creating it. And on the days it's hard, on the days your mind feels pulled in 100 directions, you remind yourself, chaos doesn't build vision, focus does. You don't get to your dream by entertaining every distraction. You get there by locking in, blocking out the noise, getting back to work, staying grounded in what truly matters. This isn't just about productivity, it's about power. The power to take back your mind, the power to no longer be a victim of distraction, fear, or negativity, the power to build something meaningful with your energy and attention. And that power belongs to you, not later, not someday, right now. Your attention is sacred. Treat it that way. Give it only to what builds your strength, sharpens your mind, and supports your vision. Ignore the rest. Let it go. It has nothing for you. Your future is calling, and it demands your full focus. Chapter 6. Eliminate all doubts that weaken your belief. The only thing strong enough to stop your dream from becoming real is the doubt you allow to grow inside your mind. Doubt is the enemy of belief. It quietly steals your momentum, clouds your clarity, and convinces you to settle for less than what you were built for. Every time you hesitate, every time you second guess, every time you ask, "What if it doesn't work?" you're feeding a weakness that does not belong in the mind of someone committed to rising. If you're going to live the life you want, you must eliminate every trace of doubt that weakens your belief in yourself. Doubt never shows up loudly. It sneaks in. It pretends to be logic. It disguises itself as caution. It hides behind the need for more information, more time, more preparation. But what it's really doing is slowing you down, making you question your steps, making you overthink until you lose the drive to act. That's how it wins, by paralyzing your belief before it has a chance to grow. To break free, you must treat doubt like a mental infection. You can't reason with it. You can't wait for it to disappear. You have to cut it off. You have to replace it with deliberate confidence and disciplined focus. That means becoming aware of the thoughts that weaken you and choosing not to believe them. Not because everything is guaranteed to work, but because nothing works until you decide it will. The mind is powerful, but it's also programmable. If you keep feeding it hesitation, it will return hesitation. If you constantly repeat stories of failure, it will expect failure. But if you speak belief, even when you're uncertain, your mind starts adapting. It starts making room for courage. It begins to support your vision instead of sabotaging it. The strongest people in the world aren't fearless. They've just learned how to silence their doubts before those doubts silence their ambition. They know that every minute spent doubting is a minute lost in the wrong direction. They don't feed weakness. They feed conviction. They take action, even when it's messy, because they trust that clarity comes through movement, not overthinking. If you want to live with unstoppable belief, you must stop waiting to feel ready. Waiting is the favorite tool of doubt. It convinces you that you need more approval, more perfection, more signs. But readiness is a decision, not a condition. You don't eliminate doubt by solving every problem first. You eliminate it by showing up and proving to yourself that you can handle what's in front of you. Confidence doesn't come from a guarantee. It comes from doing hard things and realizing you didn't break. It comes from pushing through moments of fear and learning you're stronger than you thought. Every time you move forward in the face of doubt, you shrink its power. You start building a mind that believes in itself, not because everything is perfect, but because you've trained it to be bold under pressure. You must be intentional about what you let grow inside your mind. Doubt thrives in silence. When you don't challenge it, it grows louder. That's why you must speak against it. Not just once. Daily. You declare who you are. You affirm what you believe. You remind yourself what you're capable of. Because repetition is how the mind learns. If you only speak belief when you feel strong, you'll collapse when life hits. But if you train your mind every day, especially on the hard days, belief becomes your default, not your exception. Look at your thoughts like a battlefield. Are you constantly replaying what could go wrong, or are you focused on what will go right if you stay committed? Are you drowning in what-ifs, or are you anchored in your why? This awareness is everything, because you can't fight what you're not even aware of. You must catch doubt early, before it takes root. You must be quick to replace it with strength, with certainty, with vision. Some people carry doubt for so long, they begin to think it's part of who they are. It's not. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. But you have to want something bigger than your fear. You have to want your vision more than you want your comfort. You have to be willing to feel the fear, and still take the next step. That's how belief grows. Not in the absence of fear, but in the presence of courage. There will always be voices, internal and external, that tell you it won't work, that you're not enough, that it's too late, that you're not ready. But none of those voices have power unless you believe them, and you don't have to. You can decide right now to believe something stronger. You can decide that your dream matters too much to let doubt dictate your pace. This doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain again. It means you'll stop letting uncertainty control your choices. You'll stop backing down when things get uncomfortable. You'll start choosing actions that align with belief, even when your feelings aren't there yet. Because belief is a muscle. It grows with use. The more you live in alignment with your vision, the more doubt fades into the background. Protect your belief like it's sacred, because it is. It's the foundation for everything you're trying to build. If it weakens, everything else collapses. But if it stays strong, no challenge can break you. No failure can define you. No delay can stop you. Because your belief becomes your shield, your anchor, your power. This is your time to rise. But you can't rise while feeding doubts that keep you low. Decide today, you will no longer give energy to thoughts that make you feel powerless. You will no longer nurture fear. You will speak belief, think belief, and act with belief, even when it's uncomfortable. Because the life you want is not built by hoping. It's built by showing up with full conviction. Chapter 7. Train your thoughts to stay aligned with success. If you don't control your thoughts will control your life, and they will lead you anywhere except where you truly want to go. Every result you've ever achieved started with a pattern of thought. That's how powerful your mind is. It's the command center, the lens through which you see the world, and if you don't train it, it will default to fear, distraction, and limitations. Success isn't just about working harder. It's about thinking sharper. It's about mastering the mental discipline to align your thoughts every single day with the outcome you desire. Most people never pause to ask themselves if their thinking is helping them or holding them back. They let emotions run wild. They let negativity spiral. They let self-doubt become a full-blown belief system. But you're not here to live like most people. You're here to rise, to level up, and to do that, you must begin where every achievement begins, inside your own mind. You don't just need goals, you need mental alignment. That means thinking like a winner long before the win ever shows up. This requires practice. You can't train your body once and expect to stay fit. The same is true for your thoughts. They need daily reinforcement. If you feed them fear, they'll grow weakness. If you feed them focus, they'll generate results. Your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. It believes whatever you consistently show it. So if you keep telling yourself, "I'm not ready, I can't handle this, this is too hard," then your mind will do everything it can to prove those statements true. But if you wake up and feed it strength, belief, direction, and hunger, your entire energy will begin to match that mental rhythm. You need to know exactly what kind of thinking builds your future and what kind of thinking destroys it. Doubt, comparison, procrastination, guilt, fear, distraction, these aren't just emotions. They're mental habits. And if you don't interrupt them, they'll build momentum and pull your life in the wrong direction. But the moment you catch a weak thought and replace it with one rooted in your vision, you change the trajectory of your entire day. And days, stacked with intention, become destiny. Training your thoughts doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means refusing to let setbacks own you. It means having a standard for what kind of thoughts get to live in your mind. When something goes wrong, you don't collapse. You recalibrate. You ask better questions. You tell yourself, I can learn from this. I will find a way. I'm not finished yet. That mindset doesn't make you blind to problems. It makes you resilient through them. That's what separates achievers from wishers. Achievers think forward. They think in solutions. They think in growth. Wishers think in problems, excuses, and delays. Your thoughts are either fueling your future or weakening your path. And the scary part is, most of this happens unconsciously. That's why you need awareness. You need to watch your mind like a coach watches a player. If it starts to slack, you correct it. If it starts to spiral, you redirect it. You stay mentally sharp, because you understand this is not a game, it's your life. And every day wasted on the wrong thoughts is a day stolen from the success you were meant to experience. Here's the truth. You don't rise to the level of your hopes, you rise to the level of your training. So if your mental training is weak, don't expect strong results. It's not enough to hope for success. You have to think in ways that support success, especially when it's hard. That means choosing to focus on progress, not perfection, on what's in your control, not what's outside it. On your daily effort, not just your long-term outcome. You must speak to yourself like someone you trust. Someone who pushes you to stay focused. Someone who won't let you drift into negativity. You don't tolerate lazy thoughts. You don't give in to mental excuses. You wake up, and you remind yourself why you started. You remind yourself that setbacks are just steps. That difficulty means growth. That success is built by those who refuse to fold under pressure. Most people feed their minds whatever shows up. News, drama, fear, distraction. But that's not you. You feed your mind purpose. You feed it direction. You feed it with repetition, because you understand that a focused mind is a trained mind. It doesn't get there by accident. You write your vision, you speak it, you rehearse it. And when life gets chaotic, you return to it. That's how you stay aligned. Even when your environment isn't supportive, your mind can be. Even when others doubt you, you can believe in yourself. Even when the process feels slow, you can think with urgency. That's the power you carry, if you decide to use it. Because thought by thought, belief by belief, you're building a structure inside your mind that no circumstance can break. And once your thoughts are aligned with success, your actions follow. Your energy shifts. Your momentum builds. And success is no longer just something you want, it becomes something you expect. But expectations don't come from nowhere. They're built from repetition, from daily discipline, from a decision to no longer tolerate thoughts that don't belong in the mind of someone who's building something meaningful. That's the real work. That's what winners do. They take full control of their inner world, so nothing on the outside can shake them. You have to understand, this isn't just motivation, it's survival. In a world that constantly tries to distract you, discourage you and define you, training your thoughts is the only way to stay grounded, to stay powerful, to stay you. And not just any version of you, the strongest, most focused, most unstoppable version. Your dreams depend on your ability to think in alignment with them. Every thought matters. Every moment of focus counts. Every single time you catch a negative loop and replace it with intention, you're sharpening your edge. You're turning your mind into a weapon, into a force, into a mindset that nothing can bend. Not because life got easier, but because you got mentally tougher. You have one life, one shot. Don't waste it with a mind that works against you. Rewire it, discipline it, align it with who you're becoming, and watch how everything in your reality begins to reflect that shift. Chapter 8. Create a routine that supports your highest vision. If your daily routine doesn't reflect your dreams, then your dreams will never become your daily reality. Success isn't built on random effort. It's built on structured intention. And if you want to become the strongest version of yourself, the version that lives out your vision with clarity, then you must design your days to pull you in that direction. You don't get to your future by luck. You get there by commitment, by standards, by aligning every hour with the life you say you want. Most people let their days happen to them. They wake up with no clarity. They move through time without intention. They react, they drift, they procrastinate, and then they wonder why nothing changes. But if you're serious about your growth, you don't live like that. You take control of your time. You design your habits. You shape your environment to remind you of who you are becoming. You don't leave your progress to chance. You schedule it. You anchor it into your life so deeply that even on your worst days, your habits keep you grounded. Your routine must become a reflection of your highest self. That means cutting out the meaningless and building in the necessary. It means choosing structure over chaos. It means owning your mornings instead of losing them to distractions. It means deciding in advance what kind of energy, focus and action you're going to bring to the day. Because if you don't decide, the world will decide for you, and it never chooses growth for you. You need to get clear. What does your dream life actually require? What kind of discipline? What kind of focus? What kind of preparation? Start there, then reverse engineer it. Turn it into repeatable actions. Build those into your morning, into your evening, into your mindset. This isn't about being perfect. It's about building momentum. It's about making sure every single day includes something that feeds your future. Something that reminds you why you're doing this. Something that trains your mind and body to perform even when you don't feel like it. You don't need 100 things. You need the right things, done consistently, done with full focus, done with the standard of someone who's no longer playing games with their potential. That's how transformation happens, not in some big moment, but in the small decisions repeated without compromise. You stretch, you reflect, you train, you plan, you execute, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when nobody's watching. Because that's what makes you sharp, that's what separates you. When you create a routine that supports your highest vision, you're not just organizing your day, you're organizing your mind. You're removing space for distractions to creep in. You're closing the door on excuses. You're replacing chaos with clarity. That's what real power looks like. Not rushing, not burning out, but moving with purpose every single day toward what you know is possible. And here's what most people don't understand. The right routine doesn't limit your freedom. It gives you more of it. It frees you from the trap of wasting time. It frees you from being stuck in cycles of anxiety and confusion. It frees you to rise, to build, to create something real with your life. You don't have to feel motivated every day if your system is strong. The system takes over. It carries you when your feelings don't. It keeps you aligned when your mind tries to drift. Ask yourself this: do your habits reflect your ambition? Does your schedule support your goals? Does your environment inspire your progress? If the answer is no, then that's your work. That's your responsibility. Because no one is coming to fix your life for you. It's on you. And the fastest way to level up is to structure your life like it already belongs to the version of you who has made it. This isn't about obsessing over productivity. It's about making sure your energy is being directed with precision. Every hour counts. Every decision matters. You don't build a legacy by accident. You build it by design, by making sure your actions mirror your vision, by showing up every day like the outcome is already guaranteed, because you're willing to do what it takes. The moment your routine aligns with your vision, your excuses die. You stop negotiating with your potential. You stop getting pulled by other people's agendas. You become steady, locked in, focused on what matters. And when life throws distractions your way, you don't flinch, because you already know where you're going. That's the power of routine. It keeps you centered in a world designed to knock you off course. Don't just write down your goals. Build them into your calendar. Don't just visualize your future. Structure your day to reflect it. Set the standard in how you wake up, how you prepare, how you think, how you move. Because when you do, your routine becomes a declaration. A statement to the world that says, I'm not hoping anymore, I'm building, I'm not waiting anymore, I'm acting. And yes, it will take effort. Yes, it will require saying no to comfort, to distractions, to temporary pleasure. But that's what growth demands. You can't reach your highest self by living in your lowest habits. You must break the pattern. You must rise above your current level. And the routine you create is how you start doing that. One decision, one day, one victory at a time. You're not here to survive. You're here to rise. And to rise, you must build a life that pulls you forward. You must wake up and live as if the dream is already in motion. Because once your routine reflects your highest vision, success becomes a natural consequence. Not a fantasy, not a wish, but a reality earned, owned, and built by your daily actions. Chapter 9. Let go of anything blocking your inner power. You are not weak. You are just carrying too much that doesn't belong to your future. If you want to rise, you have to release. If you want to grow, you have to let go. The truth is, the strength you're looking for isn't outside of you. It's already within you, buried under fear, overthinking, past pain, self-doubt, and people who no longer align with your vision. And until you clear the blocks that are weighing you down, you will keep feeling stuck, even though your potential is begging to move forward. We live in a world that teaches us to hold on, to grudges, to expectations, to guilt, to stories that no longer define who we are. But freedom, power, clarity, they come when you release what no longer serves the person you're becoming. You can't carry everything and still move fast. You can't move to the next level while dragging your old limitations with you. And that's the lesson too many people avoid. The higher you want to rise, the lighter you need to travel. Look at your life right now. What's draining your energy? What are you tolerating that's slowly breaking your spirit? Is it a belief that says you're not good enough? Is it the voice in your head that always points out the worst? Is it people who constantly feed you doubt instead of support? You've got to face these things, not with fear, but with full awareness. Because the moment you name them, you gain power over them. And once you see what's in your way, you can finally choose to remove it. You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond belief. But your energy is being trapped by what you won't release. You're trying to build a new life while living in old patterns. You're trying to move forward while holding on to what hurt you. And that's why progress feels heavy. That's why success feels distant. It's not that you're not capable, it's that you're cluttered with emotional baggage, mental blocks, and fears that were never yours to begin with. The breakthrough happens when you decide you're done carrying what isn't helping you. It happens the moment you take full control of your internal environment. And that means sitting with your discomfort, not running from it. That means acknowledging your pain, not burying it. That means forgiving the past, not to excuse it, but to free yourself from it. Because when you hold on to resentment, you're not punishing others, you're punishing yourself. When you replay the mistakes, you're not learning, you're delaying healing. Inner power doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from mastering what you allow to stay in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. And that starts with honesty. It starts with asking what habits are no longer aligned with who I want to be. What environments drain me instead of empower me? What identities have I outgrown but still cling to out of fear? You have to dig deep. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to shed the layers that protected the old version of you, but are now holding you back from becoming your strongest self. You'll be tempted to hold on because it's familiar. You'll justify the fear, rationalize the pain, excuse the delay. But at some point you have to realize the pain of letting go is temporary. The pain of staying stuck lasts a lifetime. And the moment you finally choose to release, to stop fighting for your limitations, to clear the emotional fog, you will feel something real, your clarity, your fire, your strength coming back. This isn't about pretending nothing hurt you. It's about refusing to let what hurt you define the rest of your life. It's about choosing to rise, not because it's easy, but because your future depends on it. You can either repeat or you can evolve. You can either carry weight or you can build strength. But you can't do both. You have to choose. You have to stand in the mirror and say, I'm done living below my power. I'm done shrinking to fit other people's expectations. I'm done giving energy to what doesn't build me. Every block you release gives you space to breathe. Every limiting belief you drop clears the path forward. Every toxic voice you silence gives your inner voice a chance to speak. And what it will tell you is this: you were never broken, you were never behind, you were never weak. You were just distracted by everything that wasn't meant for you. And now that you see it, you can let it go. Not slowly, not someday, now. If you want your inner power to rise, you must protect your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Don't negotiate with negativity. Don't explain your growth to people who don't want to understand it. Don't stay in places that shrink your confidence. Move with boldness. Move with courage. Move with conviction that says, I'm not turning back. And when the old temptations return, because they always do, you remind yourself, that's not who I am anymore. I've outgrown that. I've released that. I've reclaimed my power. Letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the strength to say, I deserve better, and the clarity to act on it. It's the discipline to remove what no longer reflects your standard. It's the awareness to see when something is costing your energy, even if it once gave you comfort. And the more you do this, the lighter you become. The more you do this, the faster you move. The more you do this, the more unstoppable your growth becomes. You're not here to live in fear. You're not here to stay small. You're here to expand. You're here to become. You're here to live with power, with clarity, with unshakable purpose. And that begins when you clear out what doesn't belong. Your job is not to carry everything. Your job is to carry what fuels your future. The rest, release it. Chapter 10. Surround yourself with people who uplift your mindset. You don't become powerful by standing alone. You become powerful by standing with the right people. The people around you either pour fuel into your fire or pour water on your spirit. If you want to level up, you need to be surrounded by minds that push you forward, not voices that pull you back. Your environment is either feeding your greatness or starving your vision. And until you make a conscious decision to be intentional about who you let close, you'll never unlock the full strength of your mindset. The truth is, energy is contagious. Mindsets are transferable. If you're constantly around people who complain, hesitate, and doubt, don't be surprised when you start adopting their patterns. The company you keep becomes the standard you live by. You need people who remind you what you're capable of, not people who try to minimize your dreams because they gave up on theirs. You need people who see your effort, who respect your discipline, who speak to your growth, not your limitations. You can't afford to waste your energy on conversations that lower your self-worth. You can't keep giving your time to people who make you question your goals. If someone is constantly draining your peace, interrupting your progress, or disrespecting your focus, it doesn't matter how long you've known them, it's time to step back. Your future is too important to be jeopardized by the comfort of toxic familiarity. Every time you choose to be around someone who fuels your doubt, you're choosing to stay stuck. And every time you choose to elevate your circle, you're choosing to rise. It's really that simple. This is not about arrogance. This is about alignment. This is about protecting your mindset, like your life depends on it, because it does. Your thoughts shape your reality, and your circle shapes your thoughts. So be ruthless about your environment. Be clear about your standards. Be loyal to your growth. Start paying attention. Who encourages your ideas? Who challenges you to think bigger? Who reminds you that your vision matters, even when the path gets hard? These people are rare. When you find them, hold on to them. Pour into them. Grow with them, because these are the allies that fuel success. These are the people who see the power in your eyes, even when your confidence is shaking. They don't let you give up. They don't let you settle. They don't let you forget who you are. Sometimes the biggest shift in your life will come when you stop trying to change the people around you and start changing the people around you. Read that again. You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. You can't become mentally strong if you're constantly surrounded by mental laziness. You can't expect high-level results while living in low-energy relationships. Upgrade your circle, and your life will follow. You don't need people who always agree with you. You need people who challenge you with love, who correct you with respect, who push you to do better because they believe in your potential. You need people who are committed to growth, people who are obsessed with becoming the best version of themselves, so you stay inspired to become the best version of yourself too. People who stay focused, people who train their minds, people who respect the grind, people who know that discipline isn't optional, it's the foundation. Your dreams need protection. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not everyone can understand your mission, and that's okay. Let them go. Stop trying to convince people to support a life they're not meant to be part of. The people who are meant to walk with you will recognize your fire. They won't be intimidated by your ambition. They'll respect it. They won't compete with your progress. They'll celebrate it. You are building something rare. That requires rare people. People with courage. People with discipline. People with emotional maturity. People who don't just talk about goals, they live them. These are the people who sharpen your mind. These are the ones who remind you to keep going when doubt tries to sneak in. And you don't need many, just a few who are real, focused and loyal to growth. And don't just look for these people, be one of them. Be the one who supports without envy. Be the one who lifts others without seeking validation. Be the one who reminds your circle of their greatness, even when they forget it. Because the energy you give is the energy you attract. Build others up, and you'll be built in return. Your future is too powerful to be surrounded by people who are comfortable being average. Stop wasting time in rooms where your ambition feels like a burden. Stop shrinking to stay accepted. Stop hiding your hunger just to fit in. Be bold enough to walk away from what doesn't elevate you. Be wise enough to walk toward what strengthens you. And be strong enough to walk alone until you find a tribe that moves like you, thinks like you, grows like you. Because the truth is, you're never really alone when you're walking in truth. The right people will find you. The real ones will stay. But you have to clear the space first. You have to let go of relationships that are rooted in guilt, obligation, or outdated versions of who you used to be. You're not the same person anymore. You've evolved. You've earned clarity. You've outgrown the noise. Now it's time to surround yourself with people who match the level of mindset you've been fighting to build. This is the season to protect your energy with everything you've got. This is the time to be intentional, focused, and unshakably disciplined about your surroundings. Because where you're going requires strength. Where you're going demands vision. Where you're going will only be supported by people who believe as deeply in your future as you do. Chapter 11. Reflect deeply on the energy you send daily. The energy you put out every single day shapes the world you live in, whether you realize it or not. What you project, through your words, your actions, your attitude, ripples far beyond your immediate surroundings. It's a force that either builds momentum toward your dreams or quietly pulls you away from the life you want. If you want to transform your reality, you must first become fiercely aware of the energy you are sending out every moment. There is immense power in reflection, in pausing long enough to honestly evaluate the vibe you bring into every interaction, every decision, and every environment. Your energy is not neutral. It carries a frequency, a message that the universe and the people around you pick up on immediately. When you operate with intention, your energy becomes a beacon that attracts opportunities, like-minded people, and the right circumstances. When your energy is scattered, fearful, or negative, it repels progress, sows doubt, and invites obstacles. This is why it's essential to stop rushing through life without stopping to check in on yourself. What energy are you broadcasting? Are you inspiring confidence, clarity, and forward movement? Or are you unknowingly spreading hesitation, frustration, and confusion? Reflection requires honesty. It demands that you confront the parts of yourself that you may prefer to ignore. Sometimes, the energy you send out is rooted in unresolved pain, limiting beliefs, or exhaustion. If your heart feels heavy, or your mind feels clouded, it's time to dig deeper, not to judge yourself, but to understand what's influencing your vibration. Ask yourself, am I carrying resentment that drags me down? Am I holding on to fears that choke my courage? Am I silently battling doubts that stop me from stepping fully into my power? Only by identifying these blocks can you begin to clear them. Be mindful of the subtle ways your energy is expressed. It's not just about what you say out loud, but the unspoken feelings and intentions behind your words. The tone you use, the body language you project, the thoughts that run through your mind, all of these signal your internal state. People pick up on the slightest shifts, often before you even speak. When you're calm, focused and purposeful, your energy encourages others to engage with you positively. When you're scattered, defensive or uncertain, that energy creates distance and doubt. Your energy sets the stage for your interactions. Choose it wisely. Reflection also means recognizing the patterns you create daily. Are there moments when your energy feels vibrant and unstoppable? What conditions were present? Conversely, when does your energy feel drained or misaligned? Notice the habits, environments, or relationships that either fuel your strength or drain your vitality. By becoming aware of these cycles, you gain the ability to make conscious choices to protect and nurture your energy reserves. It's not about forcing positivity all the time, but about cultivating a balanced and resilient inner state that supports your growth. Understanding the energy you send also includes accepting responsibility for how you affect others. Your mindset and mood are contagious, whether you intend them to be or not. When you show up with gratitude, enthusiasm and respect, you uplift those around you and create a ripple effect of positivity. On the other hand, when you allow frustration, bitterness or self-pity to dominate, you unintentionally lower the energy in your environment and repel support. This is a powerful reminder that your personal growth isn't just for yourself, it's a contribution to the collective energy of your community and beyond. Building this awareness is a daily practice, not a one-time fix. It requires carving out moments for quiet introspection, away from the noise and distractions. Journaling your feelings, meditating on your intentions, or simply sitting with your thoughts can create the space needed to observe your energy honestly. Over time, this practice sharpens your emotional intelligence and deepens your connection to your inner guidance. You begin to notice how quickly your energy shifts in response to certain triggers and develop strategies to stay grounded and aligned. Remember, energy flows where attention goes. If you consistently focus on what worries you, your energy becomes consumed by those fears. If you deliberately place your attention on your goals, your strengths, and your progress, your energy amplifies those elements. Reflection helps you identify where your attention is habitually going. It invites you to redirect your focus toward what empowers you. This shift is critical because your attention is the steering wheel of your energy. Where you look determines where you go. As you deepen your reflection on your energy, cultivate compassion for yourself. The journey of mastering your energy is filled with ups and downs. There will be days when negative thoughts sneak in, or emotional fatigue threatens your resolve. This doesn't mean failure, it means you are human. Treat these moments as opportunities to learn more about your inner world, not as reasons to give up. Each time you notice a dip in your energy and choose to reset, you strengthen your capacity for resilience and self-mastery. The impact of your energy is also amplified by the clarity of your purpose. When you are connected to a meaningful why, your energy radiates with authenticity and passion. It becomes magnetic because it's fueled by something bigger than temporary discomfort or external approval. Reflect on whether your daily energy is aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. If not, consider what changes are necessary to realign your actions and mindset with your vision. Clarity and purpose naturally cleanses your energy, making it a powerful force for transformation. Be deliberate in setting boundaries that protect your energy. Reflection will reveal situations or relationships that drain you unnecessarily. Learning to say no or to step away from energy vampires is not selfish. It is essential self-care. Prioritize environments and activities that energize you and support your highest vision. Surround yourself with people who respect your energy and inspire your growth. Your energy is a precious resource. Guard it fiercely and invest it wisely. In every interaction, remind yourself that your energy is a gift you give to the world. Approach your day with the intention to send out strength, kindness, and confidence. This practice doesn't just impact your external reality, it transforms your inner world. When you consistently reflect on and refine the energy you send, you create a feedback loop of empowerment. You feel stronger, more focused, and increasingly unstoppable. Your mindset becomes your most valuable asset because it shapes everything you do. Reflection on your energy is a gateway to mastery over your life. It invites you to move beyond reaction and into creation. Instead of being tossed by the winds of circumstance, you become the calm eye of the storm. You learn to cultivate peace amid chaos, clarity amid confusion, and power amid challenge. The more deeply you engage with this practice, the more you'll notice the quality of your life improving across every area: relationships, work, health, and personal fulfillment. The most successful people are those who understand this truth intuitively. They know that success is not just about skills, strategies, or hard work. It's about the consistent energy they bring to their journey. They treat their mindset like an athlete treats their body, training it daily, feeding it positivity, and resting it when necessary. They protect their mental environment as fiercely as they protect their physical health. This level of awareness is what sets them apart and keeps them moving forward when others give up. Now is your moment to adopt this powerful habit of deep reflection. Commit to checking in with yourself regularly to assess the energy you send. Make it a priority to cultivate awareness of your internal state and its outward expression. Watch how this simple but profound practice begins to shift your life, opening doors you never thought possible. When you take control of your energy, you take control of your destiny. Your dreams are waiting for the force of your focused, intentional energy to bring them into reality. Chapter 12. Give generously to increase your positive vibration daily. Generosity is the ultimate way to fuel your inner light and raise your vibration beyond what you ever thought possible. When you give without expectation, something incredible happens. Your energy shifts, your heart opens, and you connect to a deeper source of fulfillment. Giving is not just about money or material things. It's about sharing your time, your attention, your kindness, and your unique talents. Each act of generosity creates a ripple that not only uplifts others, but also expands your own capacity for joy and abundance. If you want to transform your daily energy and live with a vibrant, positive vibration, start by giving generously every single day. Giving forces you to step outside of your own world and connect with something bigger. When you focus solely on your needs, your energy can become stuck in scarcity, worry, or self-centered thinking. But generosity pushes you into a mindset of abundance. It rewires your brain to recognize that there is always more to share, that life is full of opportunities to contribute, and that your value increases when you lift others up. This shift in perspective is essential because your vibration is tied closely to what you focus on and how you engage with the world around you. You don't have to make grand gestures to feel this effect. Sometimes the smallest acts have the most powerful impact. A genuine compliment, a helping hand, a listening ear, these simple forms of giving can radically alter your mood and mindset. When you give with authenticity, you send a clear message to yourself and the universe that you are open, compassionate, and aligned with positive energy. This daily practice accumulates, creating a foundation of goodwill that attracts blessings in unexpected ways. The act of giving also dissolves barriers within yourself. When you give freely, you break down walls of fear and scarcity that limit your potential. Generosity teaches you trust that the universe will provide, trust that your actions matter, and trust that your abundance is not finite. Each time you give without holding back, you reinforce this belief and build a stronger connection to the flow of life. This flow carries energy toward you in return, often in ways you cannot predict or control, but always in ways that support your growth. Generosity also has a profound impact on your emotional state. It releases tension, reduces stress, and increases feelings of happiness and satisfaction. Scientific studies show that giving activates areas of the brain associated with pleasure and reward. When you help others, your body produces hormones like oxytocin, which fosters feelings of connection and love. This biochemical response creates a feedback loop where giving leads to feeling good, and feeling good motivates more giving. By making generosity a daily habit, you tap into this natural cycle of positivity that keeps your vibration elevated. When you give generously, you also model a mindset of abundance for those around you. Your actions inspire others to open their hearts and extend kindness, creating a culture of generosity in your community. This collective energy magnifies the positive vibrations and generates momentum for change on a much larger scale. You become a catalyst for good, showing that success and happiness are not about hoarding resources, but about sharing them. This awareness changes how you view your role in the world, shifting from a passive recipient to an active contributor. Generosity requires courage because it asks you to be vulnerable. Giving means risking that your efforts may go unnoticed or unappreciated. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and sometimes sacrificing your own time or resources. But this vulnerability is exactly what breaks the chains of isolation and fear. When you give, you declare that you matter and that what you have to offer is valuable. You build confidence by acting from your heart, regardless of the outcome. This boldness elevates your energy, making you more magnetic and influential. Reflect on what generosity means for you personally. It doesn't have to fit someone else's definition or look a certain way. The key is sincerity and consistency. Maybe it's volunteering a few minutes each day to support a friend, donating a portion of your earnings to causes you care about, or simply offering encouragement to someone struggling. Each contribution adds up. Over time, these small deliberate acts create a powerful current that lifts your vibration and fills your life with meaning. Generosity also deepens your sense of connection. It reminds you that you are part of a larger web of life, where every action influences the whole. This awareness breaks down feelings of loneliness or disconnection that often drain energy and lower vibration. By giving, you reconnect with the fundamental truth that we all thrive when we support each other. This perspective enriches your relationships and creates a network of mutual upliftment that sustains you through challenges. The energy of giving nourishes your soul in a way that nothing else can. It transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for grace and growth. When you give, you align with the natural rhythm of generosity that flows through the universe, where what you release returns multiplied. This cycle becomes a powerful tool for manifestation because your positive vibration attracts positive outcomes. You begin to see that the more you give, the more you receive, not just materially but in love, opportunities and peace of mind. Make generosity a conscious part of your morning ritual. Before you start your day, set an intention to give in some form, whether it's a smile to a stranger, a supportive message to a colleague, or a moment of patience with a family member. This intention sets the tone for your energy throughout the day and keeps you focused on abundance rather than lack. When challenges arise, remind yourself that giving is your secret weapon to maintain a high vibration and overcome negativity. Giving generously is also a practice in gratitude. As you give, recognize the blessings you already have and express thanks for them. Gratitude and generosity are intertwined because both focus your energy on abundance and appreciation. This combination creates an unstoppable force that shifts your mindset from scarcity to plenty, from fear to faith. The more you cultivate these qualities, the easier it becomes to maintain a positive vibration no matter what life throws at you. Don't wait for the perfect time or resources to start giving. Generosity is available to everyone, regardless of circumstances. Your attitude, your presence, your willingness to serve, these are priceless gifts you can offer today. Start where you are, with what you have, and watch how this simple decision transforms your energy and your life. Each act of generosity is a declaration that you are in control of your vibration and committed to living a life of purpose and joy. Generosity teaches a powerful lesson. True wealth is measured not by what you keep, but by what you freely share. When you embrace this truth, you tap into a source of energy that never runs dry. Your daily giving becomes a wellspring of positivity that sustains you, inspires others, and creates a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. This is how you increase your vibration daily, through consistent heartfelt generosity that connects you to your highest self and the limitless abundance of the universe. Chapter 13. Write down your goals and read them daily. Writing down your goals is the single most powerful action you can take to turn your dreams into reality. When you put your intentions on paper, you are making a commitment to yourself, a promise that these desires matter and will guide your daily actions. Reading these goals every day fuels your motivation, sharpens your focus, and keeps you aligned with the vision of the future you want to create. Without this consistent reminder, your ambitions risk fading into the background noise of everyday distractions. But when you write and review your goals regularly, you keep the flame of progress burning bright no matter what. Your mind thrives on clarity. A goal written down is a clear target for your brain to aim at, unlike vague wishes or fleeting thoughts that drift away. Writing gives your objectives form and substance, transforming abstract hopes into concrete plans. This process activates your subconscious mind, which begins working quietly behind the scenes, searching for opportunities and solutions that serve your purpose. Simply knowing exactly what you want rewires your thinking, making you more alert to possibilities that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. When you read your goals daily, you deepen your emotional connection to them. You remind yourself why you are striving, reigniting the passion that propels you forward. This repetition strengthens your belief in your own capacity to achieve those outcomes. It's easy to feel discouraged or lose direction when progress seems slow or obstacles arise. But revisiting your goals each day brings you back to your starting point, the reason for your journey. It renews your energy and helps you push through setbacks with unwavering determination. Writing down your goals is more than an exercise in planning. It's a form of self-expression and ownership. You take control by articulating your deepest desires in your own words. This act shifts your mindset from passive dreaming to active creating. The physical act of putting pen to paper engages your brain differently than merely thinking about your goals. It forces you to clarify what you truly want, cutting through confusion and hesitation. This clarity brings a sense of power because you are no longer waiting for circumstances to align. You are taking charge of your destiny. Consistency is the key to making this practice effective. Writing your goals once and then forgetting them won't bring lasting change. Instead, make it a daily ritual. Some people write their goals first thing in the morning to set a purposeful tone for the day. Others review their goals before bed, allowing their subconscious to process these intentions overnight. Find a time that works best for you and commit to it without fail. This consistency creates momentum that transforms your mindset and habits over time. The more vivid your goals are, the more compelling they become. Don't just list vague statements like, "I want success" or "I want to be happy." Be specific. Define what success looks like for you. How much income do you want to earn? What kind of relationships do you want to build? Where do you want to live? What skills do you want to master? The clearer the picture, the easier it is for your mind to map out the path ahead. When reading these detailed goals, you engage your imagination and emotions, creating a magnetic pull toward that future. In addition to clarity and consistency, incorporate measurable milestones in your written goals. Break down big ambitions into smaller, achievable steps. These markers serve as checkpoints to celebrate progress and adjust your strategy as needed. Tracking your advancement builds confidence and keeps discouragement at bay. When you write down these milestones, you create a roadmap that guides your daily actions. Each step you complete is evidence that you are moving closer to the life you envision. Don't shy away from revisiting and refining your goals. As you grow, your priorities may shift and new opportunities may arise. Updating your goals keeps them relevant and aligned with your evolving self. This flexibility prevents stagnation and complacency. It reminds you that your goals are living reflections of your desires, not rigid prescriptions. By reading your refreshed goals daily, you stay connected to what matters most and maintain the energy needed to pursue them passionately. Journaling your goals also invites reflection. As you write, pay attention to your feelings and thoughts around each goal. Are you excited, doubtful, fearful, or overwhelmed? Acknowledge these emotions without judgment and use them as clues for deeper work. Sometimes resistance to a goal reveals underlying beliefs or habits that need transformation. Writing creates a space for honest self-inquiry, helping you identify obstacles and clear mental blocks. This inner clarity frees up energy to channel into positive action. Make your written goals accessible. Place them somewhere you will see every day, on your nightstand, bathroom mirror, or workspace. Visibility reinforces their importance and ensures you don't forget. Technology can support this habit too. Use reminders, apps, or digital notes to prompt you to read and reflect. The key is repetition. The more frequently your goals come into your awareness, the stronger their influence over your mindset and behavior. Pair your goal writing with affirmations that empower you. After stating your objective, Add positive declarations like, "I am capable," "I deserve success," or "I attract opportunities." These affirmations help reprogram limiting beliefs and boost your confidence. They align your thoughts with your intentions, creating a mental environment where success can thrive. Speaking these affirmations aloud or writing them alongside your goals enhances their impact. Reading your goals daily transforms how you start your day. Instead of drifting through tasks without direction, you enter with purpose. This focus protects you from distractions and keeps you anchored during challenges. It sharpens decision-making by filtering choices through the lens of your priorities. When you know what you want and remind yourself often, you act with clarity and resolve. This proactive approach differentiates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Remember, your goals are reflections of your potential. They reveal what you are capable of becoming when you harness your willpower and dedication. Writing them down and reviewing them daily is an act of self-respect, a commitment to honor your dreams and do whatever it takes to realize them. This habit strengthens your belief in yourself, fortifies your discipline, and fuels your journey toward success. Make this practice a non-negotiable part of your routine. Invest time and energy in crafting your goals with care and conviction. Read them with passion and faith every day. Watch how your mindset shifts from wandering uncertainty to focused intention. Notice how your actions begin to align effortlessly with what you want. This simple habit holds the power to change your life completely. Start now, and let your written goals become the compass that guides you to the future you deserve. Chapter 14. Feel gratitude for what you already have now. Gratitude is the unstoppable force that transforms ordinary moments into powerful foundations for extraordinary success. When you truly feel thankful for what you already have, you unlock a mindset that attracts more blessings and fuels your drive with unwavering energy. Gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a daily practice that rewires your brain, shifts your perspective, and creates a magnetic field around you, pulling opportunities and abundance closer. Feeling grateful now, in the present moment, is the key to living fully and building a life that continually expands beyond what you ever imagined. Too often, people fixate on what's missing, what's broken, or what still needs to be done. This fixation drains energy, breeds dissatisfaction, and blocks progress. But when you shift your focus to appreciate what is already present, the relationships, resources, experiences, and simple joys, you change the very atmosphere of your life. This change is profound because it replaces scarcity with abundance, fear with trust, and frustration with peace. Gratitude rewires your emotional state so that you naturally see the good instead of the gaps. This perspective makes you stronger, more resilient, and infinitely more creative in solving problems and chasing dreams. You don't have to wait for huge milestones or grand successes to feel grateful. True gratitude begins with recognizing the small details that often go unnoticed. The breath you take, the warmth of sunlight, a kind word, a moment of laughter, or the roof over your head. These are gifts that make life worth living. When you cultivate awareness of these simple blessings, gratitude grows effortlessly. This awareness opens your heart and quiets the noise of negativity. It roots you in the present, where power and opportunity always reside. The present moment becomes a fertile ground for growth because it is grounded in appreciation, not complaint. Feeling gratitude daily is like watering a seed that grows into an unshakable foundation of success. This foundation is essential because it stabilizes your mindset even when challenges arise. When you face setbacks, Gratitude helps you remember that you have resources and strengths already available. It reminds you that every struggle carries lessons and hidden gifts. By appreciating these realities, you maintain your momentum instead of giving in to discouragement. Gratitude fuels optimism, and optimism is the engine that drives consistent action toward your goals. There is a scientific truth behind gratitude's power. Studies show that practicing gratitude releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which regulate happiness and well-being. This chemical boost improves your mood, reduces stress, and increases your capacity to cope with adversity. When your brain associates gratitude with positive feelings, it rewires itself to seek out more reasons to feel thankful. This creates a feedback loop that enhances your mental and emotional health. By consciously choosing gratitude, you transform your brain into an ally for your success instead of an enemy. The energy of gratitude is contagious. When you express genuine thankfulness, you influence the people around you positively. Your relationships deepen because appreciation fosters connection and trust. Others respond to your gratitude with generosity, kindness, and support. This ripple effect creates a network of uplifting energy that strengthens your environment. Surrounding yourself with this positive current empowers you to reach higher and take bolder steps. Gratitude is a social magnet that draws in not only opportunities, but also the people who can help you achieve your vision. Practicing gratitude requires intentionality and discipline. It's easy to overlook when life gets busy or stressful. To counter this, develop rituals that anchor your grateful mindset. Start each day by listing 3 things you are thankful for. Write them down or speak them aloud with feeling. End your day by reflecting on moments that brought joy or growth. These small habits train your mind to notice abundance even in tough times. The more you practice, the more natural gratitude becomes. Over time, it shifts from a forced exercise to an automatic response that colors your entire experience. Gratitude also deepens your sense of purpose. When you appreciate what you have, you clarify why your goals matter. You see your journey not just as a pursuit of success but as a meaningful path enriched by what already exists in your life. This realization grounds ambition in humility and wisdom. It prevents the trap of chasing endless more without savoring the present. Gratitude invites you to celebrate progress and acknowledge that each step forward builds on a foundation of blessings. This perspective keeps you balanced, grateful for the past while energized for the future. A crucial aspect of gratitude is self-appreciation. Often people neglect to thank themselves for the effort, courage, and growth they have demonstrated. Acknowledge your own resilience and dedication. Celebrate your ability to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. This self-gratitude nurtures confidence and reinforces the belief that you are worthy of success. When you honor your journey, you fuel a positive self-image that sustains motivation. Treat yourself with the same kindness and recognition you offer to others, and watch how your inner power expands. Gratitude shines brightest in moments of challenge. When life tests you, focusing on what you still have shifts your energy from desperation to possibility. It allows you to see alternative paths, find solutions, and stay committed despite setbacks. Gratitude creates mental flexibility that is essential for innovation and growth. It builds emotional resilience so that difficulties do not derail your progress. Instead, these experiences become part of a larger story of perseverance and triumph rooted in appreciation. Avoid the trap of comparing yourself to others as a way to measure gratitude. Your journey is unique, and your blessings are different from anyone else's. Comparing breeds envy and dissatisfaction, which are the enemies of gratitude. Instead, focus on your own life and what it teaches you daily. Appreciate the lessons, the growth, and the moments of joy that belong to you. This inward focus builds authenticity and keeps your gratitude genuine. It empowers you to create success on your own terms rather than chasing someone else's version of it. Gratitude opens the door to abundance in all areas: health, wealth, relationships, and personal growth. It invites you to participate fully in life with an open heart. When you feel thankful, you become a powerful creator who attracts opportunities effortlessly. This attraction is not magic. It is the natural result of aligning your energy with positivity and openness. Gratitude harmonizes your inner world with the outer world, creating a flow where good things come to meet you. This flow strengthens your momentum and accelerates your progress. Remember, gratitude is a choice you make every moment. It is a conscious decision to focus on what is present rather than what is lacking. This choice transforms your mindset from scarcity to plenty, fear to trust, and limitation to possibility. It grounds you in reality while expanding your vision. Feeling grateful for what you have now is not about settling or complacency. It is about recognizing your power and using it as a launch pad for greater achievements. Embrace gratitude as the foundation for your daily life. Let it guide your thoughts, words, and actions. Watch how it shifts your experience, deepens your relationships, and fuels your passion. This simple yet profound practice will not only enrich your present, but also shape a future filled with success, joy, and fulfillment. Start now by feeling grateful for this very moment and everything it holds. Let that feeling be the spark that lights your path forward with unstoppable momentum. Chapter 15. Expect good things to happen in your life. Expecting good things to happen is the secret force that propels your life towards success and fulfillment. When you embrace this mindset fully, you're not just hoping for positive outcomes, you are setting a powerful intention that shapes your reality and rewires your brain to recognize opportunities others overlook. Expectation is a magnetic energy that pulls favorable circumstances into your orbit, aligns your actions with your goals, and transforms everyday moments into stepping stones for greatness. This mindset is not passive. It's an active, conscious choice to believe in your capacity to attract and create the best life possible. The power of expecting good things lies in how it affects your inner world. Thoughts shape emotions, and emotions guide actions. When you expect positive outcomes, your brain releases chemicals that boost confidence, motivation, and creativity. You naturally approach challenges with a solution-oriented attitude rather than fear or doubt. This mental shift enhances your ability to persevere and innovate because your focus stays on what can go right instead of what might go wrong. The simple act of expecting success rewires your neural pathways to strengthen resilience and increase mental clarity. When you hold a firm expectation of good things, you open your senses to notice and seize opportunities. Life is full of possibilities, but they often hide behind noise, distraction, or negativity. Expectation acts as a filter that highlights potential wins, helpful connections, and moments of growth. This heightened awareness creates a feedback loop of positivity. Seeing small successes encourages bigger risks and bolder moves. Each victory, no matter how small, reinforces your belief that good things are possible, pushing you further toward your dreams with confidence. Expecting positive outcomes also changes how you handle setbacks. Failure and disappointment become temporary detours rather than permanent roadblocks. Instead of being discouraged, you view obstacles as challenges to overcome on your way to inevitable success. This outlook fosters persistence and creativity, which are essential ingredients for growth. When you believe good things will come, you are less likely to give up and more likely to seek alternative solutions. This mindset builds emotional strength and keeps your energy focused on progress, not problems. Your expectations influence the energy you emit into the world, and this energy impacts the reactions of those around you. Positive expectation creates an aura of confidence and possibility that attracts supportive people, mentors, and opportunities. Others sense your belief in good outcomes and respond with encouragement, collaboration, and generosity. This creates a powerful network of momentum that amplifies your efforts and expands your reach. When you expect good things, you naturally build connections that help you move faster and further than you could alone. One of the greatest challenges is maintaining expectation when results don't come immediately. Patience and faith are vital companions on this journey. Understand that good things often take time to manifest, and the path is rarely linear. Holding an unwavering belief that positive outcomes are on their way helps you endure uncertainty without losing enthusiasm. This steady expectation cultivates calmness and clarity, allowing you to make better decisions and keep taking consistent steps forward. Trusting the process is part of trusting yourself and the future you are creating. Expectation is strengthened by repetition and reinforcement. Make it a daily habit to affirm positive outcomes through visualization, affirmations, or journaling. Picture yourself succeeding, achieving goals, and living the life you desire. Speak affirmations with conviction that good things are coming your way. Write down the successes you want and read them regularly with emotional intensity. These practices embed your expectations deeply into your subconscious, turning them into automatic beliefs that drive your behavior and focus. The more you feed this mindset, the stronger it grows. Surrounding yourself with positivity nurtures your expectation for good things. Distance yourself from negativity, cynicism, and doubt. These attitudes drain energy and cloud your vision. Instead, seek environments and relationships that uplift and inspire you. Engage with stories of success and growth. Learn from people who maintain high expectations and achieve remarkable results. Their mindset becomes contagious and provides a blueprint for your own expectations. Being intentional about your influences is crucial because your environment directly shapes your beliefs and outlook. Expecting good things also means being open to unexpected blessings. Sometimes, the best opportunities do not arrive in the form you imagined. By remaining flexible and receptive, you allow life to surprise you in ways beyond your current vision. This openness enhances creativity and adaptability, making you more resilient to change and uncertainty. It also allows for synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that guide your path. When you trust that good things will unfold, you become a magnet for these positive surprises, enriching your journey with joy and possibility. It's important to take responsibility for your expectations. Expecting good things does not mean sitting back and waiting passively. It means aligning your daily actions, habits, and mindset with the outcomes you desire. This alignment creates a consistent flow of energy that moves you closer to your goals. Take initiative, set clear intentions, and hold yourself accountable. The expectation becomes a compass that guides your choices and behaviors. Acting with purpose reinforces your belief that success is not only possible, but inevitable. Your thoughts are the architects of your future. Expectation serves as a blueprint that constructs the life you want. Neglecting this power means allowing doubt and fear to design your experience instead. By consciously choosing to expect positive outcomes, you take control of your mental and emotional landscape. This control is liberating and empowering because it places you firmly in the driver's seat of your destiny. You no longer react to circumstances, you create them. Expectation fuels this creative power with optimism, clarity, and determination. Embrace the practice of expecting good things as an essential pillar of your growth and success. It elevates your mindset, energizes your actions, and expands your capacity to achieve extraordinary results. This expectation is not naive optimism, but a well-founded belief based on self-trust, consistent effort, and an open heart. It transforms how you experience life, from a series of unpredictable events to a deliberate unfolding of success and fulfillment. When you expect good things to happen, you become the author of your future, writing each chapter with intention, hope, and unstoppable momentum. Start now by setting a clear intention to expect the best. Imagine what your life looks like when good things flow effortlessly to you. Feel the excitement and gratitude for these future blessings as if they are already here. Let this expectation shape your thoughts, guide your decisions, and fuel your daily actions. With this mindset, you will unlock a new level of confidence, resilience, and attraction. Your future becomes bright because you believe it will be, and belief is the first step toward making it real. Chapter 16. Stay calm and focused when life gets difficult. When life throws its harshest challenges at you, your ability to stay calm and focused becomes your greatest strength. In moments of difficulty, the natural reaction is often panic, frustration, or despair, but these emotions cloud judgment and drain energy. Choosing calmness in the midst of chaos is not about ignoring problems or suppressing feelings. It's about mastering your response so that you remain centered, clear-headed, and purposeful. This mindset is the key that unlocks solutions, resilience, and growth during your toughest times. Remaining composed when everything feels unstable allows you to access your inner wisdom. Stress and anxiety trigger fight or flight reactions that narrow your thinking and limit possibilities. Calmness, however, expands your perspective and opens your mind to creative problem solving. When you are focused, your brain functions at its best, processing information accurately and making better decisions. This clarity can transform obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into valuable lessons. Staying steady amid storms equips you to navigate life with strength and grace. Focusing your attention during adversity means consciously directing your energy to what truly matters. It's easy to get distracted by worry, regret, or what-ifs, but these thoughts are a waste of mental power. Instead, train yourself to zero in on actionable steps that move you forward. This approach anchors you in the present moment and prevents overwhelm from hijacking your progress. By breaking down challenges into manageable parts, you gain control and build momentum. This focused energy creates a cycle of accomplishment that fuels confidence and reduces fear. The practice of staying calm under pressure is a skill you cultivate through consistent effort. Like any skill, it improves with patience and repetition. Begin by developing awareness of your emotional state throughout the day. Notice when tension rises and pause to breathe deeply. Slow, intentional breaths trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body and mind. This physiological response shifts you away from stress and into a state of relaxation where rational thought can thrive. Over time, this habit becomes automatic, allowing you to remain steady even in the face of unexpected challenges. When difficulties arise, grounding techniques can bring immediate relief. These include focusing on your senses, what you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste, to reconnect with the present. Mindfulness practices like this train your mind to detach from spiraling worries and anchor in reality. As you cultivate calmness, you build resilience against emotional turbulence. This inner steadiness becomes a foundation from which you can act decisively rather than react impulsively. The more you practice, the less power stressful moments hold over you. Staying focused when life is hard also requires a clear sense of purpose. When your vision is strong, it acts as a beacon that guides your thoughts and actions through uncertainty. Remind yourself of your goals and why you started your journey. This alignment keeps distractions and negativity at bay, ensuring your energy flows toward meaningful progress. A focused mind resists defeat because it knows that every challenge is temporary and part of a larger process. Purpose fuels perseverance and keeps your spirit unshaken. Surrounding yourself with supportive influences strengthens your ability to remain calm and focused. When stress mounts, isolation can amplify anxiety and confusion. Seek out people who provide encouragement, perspective, and practical advice. Sharing your struggles with trusted individuals lightens your burden and offers new insights. These connections create a network of strength that you can draw upon in difficult times. Positive influences help you maintain mental clarity and remind you that challenges are shared human experiences, not personal failures. It's essential to distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. Worrying about things beyond your influence only wastes energy and steals focus. Instead, invest your attention in actions that you can take to improve your situation. This mindset shift transforms helplessness into empowerment. When you act on what's within your control, you experience progress and regain confidence. Accepting uncertainty without resistance also reduces mental strain, allowing you to conserve energy for the battles that matter most. Failure and setbacks are inevitable on any path worth pursuing. Staying calm and focused means embracing these moments as part of growth rather than signs of defeat. Each difficulty contains lessons that deepen your understanding and sharpen your skills. When you respond with composure, you create space to reflect objectively, extract wisdom, and adapt your strategy. This mature approach prevents repeated mistakes and accelerates success. Calm focus turns adversity into fuel for transformation instead of a source of despair. Cultivating patience is crucial to maintaining calm in hard times. Progress is rarely immediate, and results often take longer than expected. Impatience leads to frustration and rash decisions that undermine your efforts. Practicing patience encourages steady, consistent work even when visible success is absent. This persistence builds character and trust in your process. With patience, you learn to appreciate small wins and stay motivated by the long-term vision rather than short-term discomfort. Your physical well-being directly impacts your mental state and ability to stay focused. Stress can manifest as fatigue, tension, or illness if ignored. Prioritize rest, nutrition, and exercise as tools to support your mental resilience. Physical care strengthens your nervous system and equips you to handle pressure with greater ease. When your body feels strong and balanced, your mind follows. Treating yourself with kindness and respect during difficult periods lays the groundwork for lasting calm and clarity. Visualizing calmness during stressful moments is a powerful mental rehearsal. Imagine yourself facing challenges with steady breath, clear thoughts, and composed actions. This practice prepares your brain to respond effectively when real difficulties arise. Over time, these visualizations build neural pathways that support calm behavior automatically. When you mentally rehearse calmness, you reduce the shock of unexpected stress and increase your confidence in your ability to manage it. Visualization primes your mind to be a powerful ally in tough times. Self-talk shapes your emotional experience profoundly. Replace negative, panic-driven thoughts with affirmations of strength and control. Tell yourself that you are capable of handling any challenge, that obstacles are temporary, and that you will find solutions. This inner dialogue rewires your brain to focus on empowerment rather than helplessness. Positive self-talk acts as a shield against fear and discouragement, fostering a mindset of calm determination. Words have power. Use them wisely to nurture resilience. Staying calm and focused is not about perfection. You will have moments when anxiety creeps in or distractions arise. The difference lies in how quickly you recognize these shifts and bring yourself back to center. Self-compassion plays a vital role here. Forgive yourself for losing calm occasionally and gently guide your attention back to the present. Each time you do this, you strengthen your mental muscles and deepen your mastery over stress. Progress is found in persistence, not flawless performance. Difficult times test your character and commitment to your vision. Choosing calmness and focus amid these tests is an act of courage that defines your path. It separates those who succumb to pressure from those who rise above it. This choice empowers you to act with wisdom and strength, creating a ripple effect that improves every area of your life. Calmness is not a passive state, it is an active force that shapes your destiny with clarity and power. Harness the power within you to remain calm and focused when life demands your greatest strength. This practice will not only help you survive difficult moments, but will allow you to thrive beyond them. Your ability to steady your mind and direct your energy toward meaningful action is the foundation of lasting success. Embrace challenges as opportunities to build this skill and watch how your life transforms in response. In every storm, find your center and move forward with unwavering focus and calm resolve. Chapter 17. Keep moving forward, no matter what happens today. No matter what challenges crash against you today, the most powerful choice you can make is to keep moving forward without hesitation or doubt. Life will always throw unexpected obstacles, setbacks and frustrations your way, but giving up or freezing in place is never an option. The true measure of strength lies in relentless progress, advancing step by step, no matter how small, no matter how hard it feels. Every moment you push ahead, you are reclaiming control, building momentum, and refusing to let circumstances define your path. Moving forward, despite hardship, is not about blind persistence or reckless action. It's about consciously deciding that your future matters more than your current discomfort. When you commit to this mindset, obstacles lose their power to stop you. Each difficulty becomes a temporary hurdle rather than a permanent roadblock. Your energy shifts from worry to action, from fear to courage. This forward motion creates a force that propels you toward growth and success, regardless of what today brings. Progress requires resilience, a spirit that refuses to be broken by failure or delay. It's natural to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, but resilience means rising every time you fall. You don't have to leap over mountains in a single bound. Consistent small steps build an unstoppable wave. Momentum grows from these tiny victories, encouraging you to keep going even when the end seems distant. This steady advancement turns dreams into reality, and transforms challenges into stepping stones. When you face setbacks, it's crucial to remember that the only true failure is giving up. The moment you decide to keep moving forward, you declare that you are stronger than the circumstances. This decision is a powerful act of self-respect and determination. It reaffirms your commitment to your goals and your belief in your ability to overcome. No matter how many times you stumble, the important thing is that you keep standing and moving ahead. Action, even imperfect action, breaks the paralysis that fear and doubt create. Waiting for the perfect time or condition only delays your progress. The truth is that the perfect moment rarely arrives on its own. You must take the initiative, trust your instincts, and step forward with confidence. Every action you take, no matter how small, builds your capacity to face bigger challenges. Forward movement sharpens your focus, clarifies your path, and reinforces your belief that you can navigate whatever comes your way. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks will test your patience and perseverance. When disappointment hits, it can shake your motivation and cloud your vision. But the key is to not let these moments dictate your direction. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, direct your attention toward what you can do next. Identify the smallest next step that leads you closer to your goal and take it without delay. This habit of immediate forward motion trains your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems. Your mindset determines how effectively you move through difficulties. Cultivating a mindset that embraces challenge as part of the journey changes everything. When you see obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow, you build mental toughness and adaptability. This perspective keeps you moving forward because setbacks no longer feel like defeats. They become essential chapters in your story of success. Embracing this outlook makes your progress unstoppable. Progress is often invisible in the moment, which can make persistence feel unrewarded. Yet the small, unseen actions you take daily accumulate into significant breakthroughs over time. Trusting this process is essential. Keep planting seeds of effort even when results are not immediately apparent. Your consistent dedication lays the foundation for future achievements. The discipline to move forward every day, regardless of outcomes, separates those who succeed from those who quit. Your environment influences your ability to keep going, so surround yourself with reminders of your strength and purpose. Visualize your goals regularly to keep your motivation alive. Connect with people who encourage your persistence and share your vision. Avoid negative influences that sap your energy or make you doubt your progress. A supportive environment fuels your determination and reinforces the habit of moving forward through challenges. When obstacles feel overwhelming, breaking them into manageable tasks helps maintain momentum. Instead of trying to solve everything at once, focus on one action at a time. This approach reduces overwhelm and builds confidence. Each completed task is a victory that propels you onward. By focusing on progress over perfection, you create a cycle of accomplishment that energizes your journey. Your past does not define your future. Every day is a new opportunity to start fresh and keep advancing. Don't let previous failures or mistakes hold you back. Learn from them, then release them. Carry forward the lessons, not the regrets. Each moment you choose to move ahead is a declaration that your story is still being written and that you hold the pen. This mindset frees you from the weight of past setbacks and opens the door to new possibilities. Discipline is the engine that powers continuous forward motion. It's the commitment to show up and act even when motivation wanes. Building discipline requires creating habits that support your goals and sticking to them relentlessly. These habits become the automatic responses that keep you moving on days when willpower feels weak. Discipline transforms your intentions into consistent progress, ensuring that you advance regardless of external circumstances. Self-compassion plays a vital role in maintaining forward momentum. Be kind to yourself when progress feels slow or when you face setbacks. Recognize that growth is a non-linear process filled with ups and downs. Instead of criticizing yourself for perceived failures, encourage yourself to continue. Positive self-talk reinforces your resilience and reminds you that every effort counts. Treat yourself like a champion in training, knowing that every step forward is a victory. Your emotions can either propel you or stall you. When fear, doubt, or frustration arise, acknowledge them without letting them control you. Use these emotions as signals to pause briefly, breathe deeply, and then refocus on your path. Emotional awareness combined with deliberate action creates balance and prevents overwhelm. Managing your inner state is as important as managing external circumstances to keep moving forward effectively. Sometimes progress requires flexibility and adaptation. Staying fixed on a single plan can lead to frustration if circumstances change. Being willing to adjust your approach while keeping your end goal in sight preserves your momentum. Flexibility allows you to navigate obstacles creatively and find new pathways when old ones close. This adaptability is a hallmark of persistent individuals who keep moving forward despite uncertainty. Celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small it seems. Acknowledging achievements reinforces your commitment and builds confidence. These celebrations provide motivation to sustain your effort over time. Gratitude for your own perseverance fuels the desire to continue moving forward. Recognize that every forward step is a testament to your courage and determination. Keep your eyes on your vision and your feet moving steadily. Challenges will test your resolve, but your unwavering commitment to progress is your greatest asset. No matter what happens today, refuse to stop. Let your actions speak louder than your fears. Forward motion creates a powerful momentum that eventually sweeps away obstacles and brings your goals within reach. The only way to fail is to give up. So keep moving forward, no matter what. Chapter 18. Reprogram your mind with powerful affirmations daily. The moment you choose to reprogram your mind with powerful affirmations, you ignite a transformation that shapes your reality every single day. Your thoughts are the architects of your life, silently building the foundation upon which your actions and results stand. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt, fear, or limitation, those beliefs will inevitably manifest as obstacles. But when you consciously replace those limiting beliefs with strong, positive affirmations, you start reshaping the very core of your being, rewiring your brain to focus on success, confidence, and unstoppable growth. Affirmations are not just empty words repeated mindlessly. They are deliberate, intentional statements that speak directly to your subconscious mind. This part of your brain absorbs information without question, acting on what it believes to be true. When you feed it positive, empowering messages consistently, it begins to accept them as fact, influencing your feelings, decisions, and behaviors. This process rewires old thought patterns that held you back and replaces them with new neural pathways aligned with your highest potential. To harness the full power of affirmations, you must make them a daily practice, not just something you do occasionally when you feel motivated. The mind is like a garden that needs constant nurturing. Without regular watering, the seeds of positivity struggle to take root, while weeds of negativity creep in and choke your growth. When affirmations become a non-negotiable habit, They act as a shield against negative influences, helping you maintain clarity, confidence, and focus on what truly matters. Crafting affirmations that resonate deeply with you is essential. They must reflect your authentic desires and aspirations, stated in the present tense as if they are already true. Saying, "I am confident and capable," or "I attract opportunities that align with my goals," sends a clear message to your subconscious that these realities are happening now. This removes any mental resistance and accelerates the process of turning your affirmations into lived experience. The effectiveness of affirmations increases when paired with emotion. Simply repeating words without feeling leaves the mind unmoved. But when you speak affirmations with genuine belief, passion, and visualization, you flood your brain with positive energy. This emotional charge activates the reticular activating system, the part of your brain responsible for filtering information, causing you to notice opportunities, solutions, and resources you previously overlooked. Your mindset shifts, opening doors that once seemed locked tight. Reprogramming your mind also requires persistence. Old habits of thinking don't disappear overnight. Your brain clings to familiar patterns because they feel safe, even if they limit you. This means that every day you must commit to reinforcing your affirmations, especially when doubts arise or circumstances challenge your confidence. The more you repeat your powerful truths, the more they become automatic responses that guide your actions towards success. Affirmations can serve as a daily compass, guiding your focus and decisions. In moments of uncertainty or hesitation, reciting your affirmations recalibrates your mind, reminding you of your strength, purpose, and direction. They act as a mental reset button, pulling you out of negative thought spirals and back into alignment with your goals. This steady mental reinforcement fuels discipline and persistence, even when external motivation wanes. Beyond just personal belief, affirmations have a ripple effect on how you interact with others. When your mindset is rooted in positivity and self-assurance, your presence changes. People sense your confidence and are drawn to your energy. This creates a magnetic field of influence, opening doors to new relationships, partnerships, and opportunities. Affirmations help you cultivate an aura of success that others recognize and respect, further accelerating your journey. It is important to be mindful of the language you use in your affirmations. Avoid negative phrasing or words that imply struggle or lack. Instead of saying, "I will not fail," say, "I succeed in all my endeavors." This subtle shift trains your mind to focus on positive outcomes rather than fighting off negativity. Affirmations should inspire and uplift you, creating a mental environment where growth and achievement flourish effortlessly. To deepen the impact of affirmations, integrate them into your daily routines at strategic moments. Morning affirmations set the tone for your day, programming your mind to expect and create success. During breaks or challenging moments, affirmations serve as powerful reminders to stay grounded and focused. Before sleep, repeating affirmations helps your subconscious process and internalize your goals, preparing you for a productive tomorrow. Consistency in timing makes affirmations a natural and effective tool for change. Pairing affirmations with visualization magnifies their power. Picture yourself living the reality you affirm, feel the emotions, see the details, hear the sounds of your success. This immersive experience sends a clear signal to your brain that these outcomes are achievable and real. Visualization activates the same neural networks as actual experience, strengthening your belief and motivation. When your mind accepts the possibility of your affirmations, your actions align seamlessly to bring them into existence. Reprogramming your mind is an ongoing journey, not a one-time event. As you grow and evolve, your affirmations should evolve with you. Regularly review and update your affirmations to reflect your current goals and aspirations. This dynamic process keeps your mind engaged and prevents stagnation. It also reinforces your commitment to continuous improvement and lifelong learning, fueling unstoppable momentum in every area of your life. In moments of doubt or negativity, affirmations act as your inner anchor. They ground you in your true potential and remind you that challenges are temporary, not defining. When you stumble or face setbacks, your affirmations provide the strength to stand back up with renewed clarity and determination. This internal dialogue builds resilience, empowering you to face adversity with calm confidence rather than fear or frustration. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, but requires your conscious direction to serve your highest good. Affirmations are the steering wheel that puts you in control of your mental and emotional state. With consistent practice, you shift from being a passive reactor to an active creator of your experience. This shift unleashes your ability to design the life you want with intention and purpose, breaking free from old limitations and opening up new horizons. Affirmations also help you cultivate self-love and acceptance, which are foundational to lasting success. When you affirm your worthiness and capabilities daily, you build a strong sense of self that supports bold decisions and fearless action. This internal support system reduces self-sabotage and replaces it with empowerment and clarity. Loving yourself enough to reprogram your mind is the most transformative act you can undertake. The energy you send into the world begins within your own thoughts. By reprogramming your mind with affirmations, you radiate confidence, optimism, and possibility. This vibrational shift attracts circumstances and people who resonate with your new mindset. Your life begins to reflect the powerful truths you speak to yourself each day, creating a cycle of growth and success that continually expands. The decision to reprogram your mind is a declaration of your commitment to change and growth. It's a daily investment in yourself that pays dividends in every area of life. Through the consistent use of powerful affirmations, you become the master of your mind, the architect of your future, and the unstoppable force that no challenge can derail. Your reality begins to shift as your thoughts align with the success, happiness, and abundance you deserve. Chapter 19. Choose to see the good in every moment. Every single moment holds a seed of goodness waiting for you to discover it. Choose to see it, and your entire life begins to transform. Life is not about the circumstances that happen to you, but about how you interpret and respond to those circumstances. When you train your mind to focus on the good in every experience, you unlock a powerful shift that elevates your perspective, fuels your resilience, and opens doors to joy that you might never have imagined. Choosing to see the good is not about ignoring reality or pretending that problems don't exist. It's about actively deciding where you put your attention. Your mind is wired to notice what you focus on most. If you constantly dwell on difficulties, setbacks, or frustrations, those become the dominant themes of your life. But if you intentionally look for something positive, even in the smallest details, you begin to retrain your brain to prioritize hope, opportunity, and progress over negativity and despair. This choice is a daily commitment to perspective. It means that when faced with a challenge, instead of asking, "Why me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this?" It means when things don't go as planned, you look for the silver lining instead of falling into discouragement. This habit rewires your mental patterns, making optimism not just a fleeting emotion, but a steady state of mind. Over time, this change creates a feedback loop where positivity breeds more positivity, and your ability to find good in any moment becomes instinctive. Recognizing good moments doesn't require monumental events or dramatic breakthroughs. Often, the most profound joy is hidden in simple, everyday experiences. A smile from a stranger, a breath of fresh air, a moment of stillness. All are gifts that bring light when you choose to see them. Training yourself to notice these details develops a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation, which further enhances your emotional well-being and mental clarity. This mindset shift affects more than just your internal state. When you focus on the good in others, relationships deepen and conflicts lose their sting. Viewing situations with kindness and understanding transforms interactions, making collaboration and connection easier. Your energy becomes magnetic, attracting people and opportunities that reflect the positive outlook you cultivate. This ripple effect spreads beyond you, influencing your environment and the people around you in powerful ways. Choosing to see good also strengthens your ability to handle adversity. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your path, but your response to those moments defines your experience. When you train your mind to seek the lesson or opportunity hidden in difficulty, you grow stronger and wiser. Challenges become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, and setbacks become setups for greater comebacks. This resilience is a hallmark of those who thrive despite external circumstances. The practice of focusing on good moments sharpens your awareness and mindfulness. It pulls you out of autopilot and forces you to engage actively with life. Instead of being swept away by stress or distraction, you anchor yourself in the present, fully absorbing the richness of each experience. This presence not only increases happiness, but also enhances decision-making, creativity, and problem-solving. Your life gains depth and meaning when you stop rushing through and start truly seeing. When negative thoughts arise, as they inevitably will, this mindset gives you a powerful tool to counterbalance them. Rather than letting doubt, fear, or anger dominate your mental landscape, you gently redirect your attention to something positive. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather choosing where to invest your energy. Over time, this skill becomes automatic, allowing you to maintain inner peace and clarity even in the midst of chaos. Choosing to see the good is a declaration of your power over your reality. It's an assertion that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a conscious creator of your experience. By taking responsibility for your perspective, you reclaim control over your happiness and success. This empowerment fuels motivation and drives you to keep moving forward with confidence and purpose. This habit also encourages a shift from scarcity to abundance. Instead of focusing on what's missing or lacking, you train your mind to notice what is plentiful and sufficient. This abundance mindset opens you to possibilities you might otherwise miss, fueling creativity and innovation. It breaks down mental barriers and invites growth in all areas of your life, from relationships to career to personal fulfillment. The practice of seeing good moments transforms your relationship with time. You begin to savor each day instead of rushing towards some distant future goal. Life becomes richer and more fulfilling because you appreciate the journey as much as the destination. This shift reduces stress and burnout, replacing them with joy and sustained enthusiasm. To cultivate this skill, start by setting a daily intention to notice at least 3 good things in your day. These can be as simple as the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a colleague, or a personal accomplishment, no matter how small. Writing them down in a journal or sharing them with a trusted friend reinforces this positive focus. Over time, this simple habit rewires your brain to scan your environment for positives automatically. Visualization can deepen this practice. Imagine yourself encountering daily events and deliberately choosing to focus on the good. Picture your mood lifting, your confidence growing, and your relationships improving as a result. This mental rehearsal prepares your mind to respond positively in real life, making it easier to adopt this outlook as your default. It's important to be patient and gentle with yourself as you build this habit. The mind naturally gravitates toward negativity because it evolved to protect you from danger. Changing this requires consistent effort and practice. Celebrate every success in shifting your focus, no matter how small, and recognize that setbacks are part of the learning process. Embracing this perspective also requires honesty. Sometimes life presents genuinely difficult and painful moments. Choosing to see the good in these situations does not mean denying pain or ignoring reality. Instead, it means holding space for difficulty while actively seeking any positive angle, whether it's a lesson learned, inner strength gained, or deeper empathy developed. This balanced approach fosters emotional maturity and deeper healing. The more you commit to seeing good in every moment, the more you embody a mindset that attracts joy, success, and fulfillment naturally. You become a beacon of hope and positivity in a world that desperately needs it. Your daily experiences shift from mundane or stressful to rich and meaningful, and your ability to face life's uncertainties grows exponentially. Ultimately, choosing to see the good rewires your brain to live in possibility rather than limitation. It changes your internal narrative from one of lack and struggle to one of hope and opportunity. This transformation shapes your actions, decisions, and energy, creating a life that reflects your highest values and deepest desires. The power to choose your focus gives you the power to create the life you truly want. When you embrace the habit of seeing the good, every moment becomes a gift. Life reveals itself as a series of blessings rather than challenges. Your mindset becomes your greatest asset, a source of strength that carries you through every trial and triumph. This choice is simple but profound, and it holds the key to unlocking your fullest potential and deepest happiness. Chapter 20. Commit fully to becoming your best self now. The moment you decide to fully commit to becoming your best self is the moment your life begins to change in ways you never thought possible. There is nothing more powerful than the decision to stop settling for less and to start giving your absolute all to your own growth and transformation. This commitment is not just a promise you make to yourself, it's a declaration that you are ready to step into your highest potential and refuse to accept anything that falls short of that. To commit fully means to break free from hesitation and doubt. It requires that you stop wavering between old habits and new possibilities. This kind of dedication demands that you stand firmly in your purpose every single day, even when distractions pull you away or when the path becomes difficult. It is a bold, unapologetic choice to honor your dreams by aligning your actions, thoughts, and emotions with who you truly want to become. One of the greatest obstacles to fully committing is fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of the unknown. Yet, when you choose to dedicate yourself wholeheartedly, fear loses its grip. You begin to see challenges not as threats but as opportunities for growth. Your focus shifts from avoiding pain to pursuing progress. This mindset transforms uncertainty into a source of excitement rather than hesitation, empowering you to take consistent action toward your goals. This commitment is not about perfection, it is about showing up fully, embracing the process, and learning from every experience. It means accepting that setbacks will happen, but refusing to let them define your journey. Every stumble is a chance to rise stronger. Every mistake is an opportunity to gain wisdom. When you adopt this perspective, you build resilience and develop a relentless spirit that keeps pushing forward regardless of circumstances. Being fully committed also means eliminating excuses. It means no longer allowing external factors or internal doubts to dictate your progress. You take full responsibility for your growth and hold yourself accountable to the standards you set. This level of ownership fuels discipline, making it easier to resist temptation and stay focused on what matters most. Commitment transforms motivation from something fleeting into a consistent force that drives your daily choices. The power of full commitment extends beyond actions. It influences how you think and feel about yourself. It demands that you cultivate unwavering self-respect and confidence. You begin to see yourself as worthy of success and happiness, deserving of the effort it takes to achieve greatness. This shift in self-belief ignites a powerful internal fire that propels you forward, even when external validation is absent. Commitment requires clarity about your vision. When you know exactly who you want to become and what you want to achieve, your path becomes clearer. This clarity acts as a compass, guiding your decisions and priorities. You stop wasting energy on distractions or activities that don't align with your purpose. Every step you take becomes intentional, deliberate, and fueled by passion. This laser-focused approach multiplies your results and accelerates your transformation. Surrounding yourself with supportive influences is essential to maintaining this level of commitment. When you connect with people who inspire, challenge, and encourage you, your dedication strengthens. Their energy becomes a catalyst for your growth, helping you overcome moments of doubt and fatigue. Positive relationships reinforce your commitment by reminding you of your worth and potential, creating an environment where your best self can flourish. Full commitment also means embracing discomfort as part of the journey. Growth rarely happens within the comfort zone. You must be willing to stretch beyond what feels safe and familiar, knowing that this is where real transformation occurs. Each time you push through resistance, whether physical, mental, or emotional, you expand your capacity and discover new strengths. This process builds courage and expands your confidence, allowing you to face bigger challenges with grace. This dedication is reflected in how you manage your time and energy. You become intentional about how you invest both, because you understand that they are your most valuable resources. Prioritizing activities that align with your goals and cutting out what drains you creates space for meaningful progress. You learn to say no to distractions, negativity, and anything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. This disciplined approach maximizes your potential and honors the commitment you have made. Being fully committed means living with urgency. You recognize that time is finite and that every moment counts. This awareness fuels a proactive mindset where you take initiative rather than wait for circumstances to be perfect. You stop procrastinating and start acting decisively, knowing that consistent effort compounds over time. This sense of urgency transforms dreams into reality because you treat your growth as a priority every day. Your commitment also deepens your connection to your inner self. You develop greater self-awareness, understanding your strengths, weaknesses, values, and triggers. This knowledge empowers you to make conscious choices that align with your true nature. It helps you identify areas for improvement and celebrate progress honestly. This honest relationship with yourself creates authenticity, which is the foundation of lasting success and fulfillment. Choosing to fully commit ignites a transformation that touches every area of your life. Your mindset, habits, relationships, and opportunities evolve in response to the energy you bring. You become a magnet for success because your dedication signals readiness to receive it. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable become manageable. Your confidence grows, and with it, your ability to influence your own destiny. This path requires continuous effort. Commitment is not a one-time decision, but a daily practice. It demands that you renew your dedication every morning and recommit every night. Each day presents a choice to show up fully or to fall back into old patterns. Choosing consistently to give your best creates momentum that sustains you through obstacles and keeps your vision alive. In moments of doubt, remember why you started. Recall the dreams and desires that sparked this journey. Let that vision fuel your determination when motivation wanes. Surround yourself with reminders of your commitment, whether it's written goals, inspiring quotes, or supportive people. These anchors keep you grounded and focused on the path, especially when distractions or challenges arise. Commitment to your best self is a sacred act of self-love. It honors the unique gifts and potential within you. It recognizes that your life has meaning and purpose that deserve to be fully expressed. This dedication shifts your focus from short-term comfort to long-term fulfillment, creating a foundation for a life rich with achievement, happiness, and peace. When you commit fully, you stop waiting for the perfect moment or external validation. You take ownership of your growth with fierce determination. You understand that your future is created by the actions you take today, not by the circumstances you wish were different. This empowerment is the key to unlocking your greatest potential and living a life you are proud of. The journey to your best self will test you, challenge you, and sometimes push you to your limits. But the rewards are immeasurable. As you commit, you will experience deeper confidence, clarity, and joy. You will inspire those around you simply by the energy you bring. You will become a force of positive change in your own life and in the world. This commitment is your invitation to rise above complacency and mediocrity. It calls you to step into your power and take relentless action. It asks you to believe in your capacity to grow, to overcome, and to succeed. When you say yes to this commitment, you set in motion a transformation that shapes not just your destiny, but the legacy you leave behind. There is no greater investment than the one you make in yourself. Choose to give your time, energy, and focus to becoming your best self now. Embrace the process with passion and perseverance. Stand firm in your commitment, even when the road is tough. This is the choice that leads to a life of meaning, impact, and true fulfillment. The power to change your life is in your hands. Commit fully and watch yourself rise.